Because, like Pappy should get your thing that you're going live. Maybe he'll come join us. And Anna. Because, like Pappy should get your oh, crap. That's me. Live. Hang on. Maybe he'll come join us. And Anna. Because, I muted it. Actually, I can just delete it, I guess. Oh, whatever.
Either way, I think it works both ways.
Well, if I leave it up there and people come and they make comments, I can comment. I can go there and comment.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I learned the other day on somebody's place. I was watching and that's what they said. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I was wondering how they did that. I do it with my phone. I'll have my phone on at the same time if I'm on a panel, because I can't read the chat anyway from a distance. I don't want to get that close to the camera, scare everybody off. And so I use my phone to see the chat if it's
okay. Why can't I get the comments up? Maybe because YouTube's still open. All right, let's try it again. No, my hand is just my hand. Oh, there we go. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, sweetie.
How's Lisa today? How's Dr. Rob Allen? Sorry, I still get a kick out of that. I apologize. I'm giggling like a fool.
Is there a connection there?
Well, last time she was up, she said something about Alan not feeling well, and the next thing you knew, Alan was up, and I asked how Lisa was, and he said, "Oh, she's doing this." So I don't know if they're husband and wife or mom and dad or what, kid and dad. I don't know. Maybe she'll tell us. I don't know. Oh, there's Gigi.
Really?
Get your butt up here, girl.
Tired. Yeah, I understand that.
I was like that yesterday. I went to bed at 4 o'clock for a nap. I didn't get up till 9. And of course, nobody was on last night. Yeah, it was just terrible. Yeah. So, hey, I was just around. But I went back to bed at midnight and I slept right through till 10:30 this morning. So.
I haven't even been able to sleep. It's just been, and then nothing's on. And so I keep watching the vlogs on.
Or Gigi, Liberty Nation, the first one, or 4.
4.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was a 4.
Yeah.
No wonder, because I went on a quarter after 8 and I'm like, but I went, well, that's weird. I even clicked under.
Well, 3 got taken down yesterday.
Oh.
Tonight
because of Thanksgiving. Okay, that's what he said, so I'm just going with that. I don't know. I'm staying out of it. I know I clicked on. I saw the garb. I saw it there. I'm out of here. She said one word and I'm out. Oh, look at the babies.
Yeah, that's an old picture. That's my 2 kitty cats that basically are like a couple meant to be, because they're 6 months apart, but you should see them together. It's ridiculous. He cleans her. Like, she just walks up and puts her head in front of him and he starts licking her down, cleaning her, all that. Oh, yeah. But, when they go to play, oh, yeah, she's really good at whacking him one.
Yeah.
But we spent about $100 the other day. We were out getting the tree. And you guys think I had a big coffee mug before. You should see the thing Sterling brought home. He brought home 2 of them, and I happened to be making his tea, and I'm like, there's a crack in it by the handle already. So took it back to switch it up. So while he was doing that, I'm looking around at these toys and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Gotta get that. Oh, that's cool too. Oh, I gotta get that too. Oh, that's so cool too. So I got this little tunnel tube with a couple of openings and stuff, and a kitty camper.
I know, Lisa.
They're so cool.
But see, I'm a little I'm gonna be honest. I'm just PO'd at her because of what she did to Gigi.
Okay.
And whether Gigi thinks it's anything or not, it's a big deal to me.
So
I can't watch her on Thursdays either. I get on there, I'm like, oh yeah, Liberty, and I'm like, oh crap, I'm out of here. I can't watch her. She pisses me off.
Gigi, we're all clueless. We don't know what's going on, but no matter what, every site I went on today said the only way to beat this is with positivity and love. And so here we are. The hate that we chased away all evil. We rebuked it. It's not allowed here.
Yep.
If evil wants to come in, Dorinda's gonna fight. And
okay,
here we are.
Did I miss something, Dorinda? You said something about me or my site or something that people had a problem with me. Oh,
no,
what I missed?
Not with you, Gigi. Lisa said that she didn't watch it either because she can't listen to Tammy.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Okay, and as I said to you before, she's pissed me off, and I can't get over it.
Yeah,
because of what she did to you.
Yeah. But I mean, it's not a huge thing. It was. Yeah.
It may not have been huge to you, Gigi.
No, I know. But
it went right to my heart, and I ain't putting up with her bullshit.
No, and I get it. I've always been
Listen to the title.
That's right. Yeah, that's I'm a little late because I was starting to, I was taking care of my feet. Hubby was, or actually, he's still watching hockey because I thought he was going to be in bed. He goes, "No, I'm watching the hockey game." Like an hour ago, said you tired, you're going to bed. You didn't even have a game of 10. I'm like, "Oh, Bonnie, by the way, no luck last night."
Well, you never did message me back, Gigi.
I never messaged you back for what?
I sent you a message today.
Oh, I haven't been. Actually, no, that's a lie. I was on here.
You did. You wrote back hello.
Good. She did an intro. She did a new intro.
From today? Oh, you texted me at you're talking about at 9:30?
You had a thing up the other day, yesterday, that said you were having a show on Sunday, and it was sorry I have to do this on Sunday.
Gotcha.
And
okay,
I'm like,
did that.
What is she sorry about? What the hell's going on? And I'm like looking for it from like 8 o'clock on. Well, 9 o'clock because he went off early. Liberty went off at 9 o'clock. And I'm like, I can't find it. So I messaged you. And of course I missed your call coming back. I don't know why I didn't get it, but whatever. My daughter must have turned my thing off.
From me? I didn't call you yesterday.
And Mike said that
tonight.
He can't do his outro anymore. There's something about his outro that
wasn't that Ken's music too, though?
I don't know. No.
No, that's the closing either.
Yeah, because that's what the Monkey Works did.
Yeah, as of this afternoon, he can't do the closing either.
Jeez.
And War Machine was on, and as he was on, he's like, "Oh crap!" And then comes back on. And he goes,
that was horrible.
He goes, "Some bitch killed my nephew outside the temple. Shot and killed my nephew."
Oh my God!
21 years old. Yeah.
So we all sent our prayers and stuff for War Machine. Like, what the hell?
And then he had to leave.
So it was like kind of crazy night.
Yeah, man, that's terrible. That's
Yeah,
terrible.
Lisa, he did. He did talk very much in circles tonight.
Yeah, Commander Soda.
I'm going to get another
And-
beer. I'll be right back.
All right, sounds good. So, what was the how do I go around this? Was it the channel itself that took something down for Thanksgiving, or was it because there was complaints?
I have no idea.
Okay, just curious. Not that it matters.
I'm not privy to any of the.
Yeah, no, I was just a little curious going, oh, for what reason did that go? Okay, nice, whatever. Yeah, I was over at BB. Do you remember BB72?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he has started his own channel. I just found out this afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think I saw that he was trying to get one up.
Yeah, so because of, numerous things going on, and he doesn't want to be connected to this person and that person and whatever else anymore, he's gone on his own. So I was like, oh, hey, it sounds like we got another winner chicken dinner that's not going to follow the conspiracy crap and whatever, and doesn't like how other shows have been running, whatever. So it was pretty good. Yeah.
Lisa said it was because of complaints. Lisa's got the inside info. Rocksteady. Hey, good to see you.
Hey, Rocksteady. They took him down because of the headdress? Or it's going to say you're laughing or no? That was a true one, wasn't it? Like that was a real headpiece, correct?
I don't know, but if it was, he had it on backwards. At first, I thought it was the green screen that was cutting off the front part of it. And then somebody said, no, it was backwards. I don't know.
Well, no, because the headpiece, like because when he took it off, there was a spot, that's where your head sits into, because what looked weird to me is because he had the green screen, you couldn't see the ends of his feathers all the time, and it looked chopped up until he like kind of moved around. You got to see the end but yeah, I was like, I've never seen a headdress that way, but it is, as far as I know,
Rocksteady said it was a headdress that took him down.
Yeah.
And what?
I don't know.
That's weird. I don't see how.
I'm asking a question to you people in the States, because Lisa says, was that BB72 earlier today? What does that mean?
Oh, that's a person. BB72.
She said she was at BB72. Is a new channel.
Oh, okay.
That Gigi knew.
Yeah, you've probably seen him popping around on the channels.
Yeah.
Dorinda?
I don't know.
No? He was usually, when he showed his face, because I don't think he showed his face all that often. I could be wrong, but I know he was on my channel in the nighttime and stuff. I think he used to hang out a bit with Charlie maybe too and stuff, but yeah, he was popping around here and there, but he's gotten tired of...
Have you seen your friend Charlie at all? Have you heard from him?
Nope.
No?
From what I hear, all his hours of his work job is what happened and changed, and he's working so much and not doing it anymore, from what I gather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't even see him in any chats or anywhere. No. Like, he just dropped off. Poof.
Yep. Yeah, some do that, and yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days. I got a couple of interesting comments on my sure enough, when I thought, you know what, I'm gonna post that intro anyways. I said I wasn't going.
That was good. I liked it.
I got a copyright for the sisters, the We Are Family clip part of it. I was like, oh, okay,
no.
Whatever. But the only thing that can happen is it doesn't do anything unless I decide to monetize. Then the videos that have that attached, I'd have to remove them and all that. It's like, yeah, well, unless somebody finds me 800 people that want to pop in, sure. I almost have the hours, but I need about 800. Well, let's see, 780. Sure.
Rocksteady, I'm sorry, I haven't had the campfire lit. I've just been recouping the past 2 days.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go back and kind of rewind and listen and just kind of, because it's kind of funny. Like when I took those few weeks off and whatever, when you pop into a conversation, sometimes you really miss the whole, so I, when I just pop into
Yes.
stuff, it's like I would make a judgment lesson know what the heck was going on and all that. But yeah,
Well, a lot of times chat's talking about something totally different than panel.
yeah.
So you really have to pay attention to what's going on, or you might catch a whole different story.
Yep.
And that's not a good idea.
No, true.
That's really good words, Rocksteady. That was a good intro. Need more love in this world. Yes, we do.
Yep.
Yes. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Today I spent the whole day in all my Christian sites, prayer groups, whatever you want to call them. I went to Hawks. I went to Ark Wild Man. Any of them I could find, I was in them. And the main ingredient in everything was positivity and love.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's the only way we're going to beat this thing.
Yep.
Yes, Lisa, my mother is doing better. I took her my car today, and so she took off and went to get some Chicken Express. Well, they've been just stranded out there at her house ever since she got out of the hospital, and I felt horrible because she told me that my cousin had taken them everything they needed. Well, then when I talked to my brother yesterday, he said, no, she took them one meal. And I said, no. And so then I was like, I got to get out there. I got to just give her my car so that she has a vehicle to drive. And so she was happy.
When is her truck going to be ready?
Tomorrow evening. And so then we got to go, and I told Mama, I said, as long as my car doesn't go sit in the other town where the shop is, I don't want it just left stranded there. But so the girls, we're going to figure it out. I hate for them to have to do anything like that on their only days off, but it's got to be done.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take two of them, I guess. Well, yeah, because one's got to drive a vehicle out there, and then the other one's got to pick up my car.
Yep.
And take them to get their truck, and yeah. It's going to take two of us. I don't know which two it'll be. I imagine I'm going to be here babysitting baby girl, and they'll go. And that's fine with me, though. She and I have so much fun. We'll put on a movie, and every time the music starts, we dance around the living room. And
see, I'd be sitting there with paint and the kids and painting, and away we go. Let's go. Have some fun.
And she has paints, but I'm afraid Mimi's too easy. So I don't know that she would listen to me, and I'd probably have a whole new decorated walls or something. So I let her mother do the paints with her.
But it'd be so pretty.
Well, I'm trying to sell soon, and I don't know if the new owners would appreciate it.
Changing my title on my podcast, going, I'm over at Bonnie's.
I didn't even see it up. I
didn't either.
Oh, really?
I saw it yesterday, and I hit
That's why. That's why I fucked up. I changed the title, but I left it for November 27th.
Well, it said the 28th on it.
That's what
when I saw it, it said the 28th, and I'm like, because you said, sorry, I have to do this on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was your title.
And then when I just looked down, it says scheduled start time November 27th. I'm like, oh shit! I could have sworn anyways.
It would say the
No worries.
28th yesterday.
No.
Oh, I have to
Today's the
ask you a
28th.
question. Okay, ladies?
And
I have to
today's
ask-
Sunday.
It's a stupid question. If a video comes up and you hit set reminder, okay,
Mhm.
does that video automatically show up on your feed at that time, or what the hell happens?
It should show up ahead of time. Like as soon as you set it, I think it shows up in your notifications.
My notifications? Okay.
And then if you go to it, then it'll say set reminder, and you can set a reminder to go off again when it's time.
Oh.
Is that right, Gigi?
Well,
I have no idea.
I didn't do the second part, but hey, I did the first part, that reminder.
Yeah.
I've never
Was
clicked on
usually when she, if it's not the day before, okay, if it's that day, I just leave it open. I click on it, open another YouTube, right? So I can do my search and do whatever. So it's there. But when it's a day before, I didn't leave it open.
But see, whenever you go into my, oh, right, because it doesn't ever show, right? So you got to put in GG7989 in the YouTube and scroll through it to see where something's
I went
live.
to GG7879 and it didn't show up.
Yeah, last night it wouldn't have because I screwed up the date. That's got to be why. Because I changed it about.
It's already over, according to YouTube. It's already done.
Yeah.
But it didn't even show up in her list.
Yeah.
That's because it was already past the time.
Yeah, but your other videos show up on your page.
Well, yeah, like I just looked it up and
She
it was
did a
there.
live.
Yeah. And the name of it was there, but it didn't say anything about upcoming or anything because it was past the date.
Yeah, but when I looked on your page, GG7879 or whatever the hell the number is, it didn't even show up.
Oh,
it's because it never went live.
Yeah, I guess so. But you would think even the things set up for the next day would be, regardless of. But I mean, the date was fucked up, so
yeah,
that's probably why it didn't show up that time. Is because I was past the date that I set it up for. Yeah. Oh, I had another one of my funky dreams where I started getting aware that I was there. As soon as I started doing this, wake up. Drives me nuts. It just starts getting good. And I start realizing that I'm dreaming whatever. It's like, oh man, I gotta get myself to stay there so I can,
finish the dream.
Exactly. Well, I'm always, it seems to be my learning ground, as I've come to notice over the last, well, let's see, I quit the place in 2005. 2005. Yeah, okay. I said that weird somehow in my head.
Oh,
I was there for 17 years, and it was like home kind of thing. So I keep dreaming of waitressing every now and then, going in there, but it always was like stressful or mixed up or crazy stuff. Well, now it's so clear that I'm talking to people, I'm taking orders and bringing them in. I'm remembering all this information when I wake up. Well, last week, I am dreaming that my ex is paying for his rib dinner, which he would never eat, for one thing. And I'm like, where's Jordan? Why are you here? And Jordan's back in Newfoundland. Like, I was like, this makes no sense that you're here and he's back home. And that's when I woke up, because I went, you realize that just, something's not right here. That I was in the lucid dreaming part, started to go, okay, no, I'm starting to mix in the real time with in there kind of thing, going, hey, something's not right here. So it just seems to be the grounding place, because I kept thinking, why do I keep doing this? And well, the more as time's going by, it's just becoming more vivid, more clear, more everything.
Is your restaurant still there?
Actually, no. It's been torn down.
Oh.
it was turned into a kind of sorry. Kind of a thrift store.
Mm-hmm.
And now the whole mall's gone.
Oh wow. Yeah, our Swiss chalet didn't last through this pandemic thing. It did a whole remodel in like November, December, and by March it was gone.
What a waste of money.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was a write-off. Because they did it at the end of the year or whatever. That's crazy, eh? Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that's changing, some of it in a way for the better, because when you think of all this fast food that we all keep running to all the time and how good the quality is of those places,
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yuck. There's a few places I will eat, like Pita Pit.
I like Harvey's.
I
haven't heard anything bad about Harvey's yet.
Yeah, I don't know. I have never been a huge. My son loved Harvey's. I wasn't a fan of the burger. They were okay.
I love the burgers, man. I'm a big burger eater. Yeah. I like Wendy's and Harvey's.
Yeah.
And A&W.
See, now that I've had A&W, I've never gone back to anywhere else.
Yeah, I like A&W.
It just tastes like real.
I used to work at A&W. That's where I got to meet A&W food.
Same as my son, and he got fired from there too.
I didn't get fired from there. Well, no, I quit.
And he was there for, I think, 2-3 years.
Oh no, yeah. I didn't quit. I did get terminated, I think. Is that how it was? I don't know. I got a severance package anyway, so what the hell do I care? I went from being a full-time employee, where I was doing a great job and everything was perfect, everything was going well, and all of a sudden the manager said, well, you need to do a little bit of training on this and you need to do that. So me being me, on my days off, I would go in and watch what people were doing so I could learn what I was not doing properly.
Wow.
Right.
And I was doing everything right.
Huh.
Okay. The only thing I really had a problem with from the whole fucking time was the drive-through. Okay.
Yeah, that's a bitch to.
Oh no, and my reasoning for the drive-through is I can't understand why people use drive-through.
Because you can't hear what they're saying on the.
No, like I don't understand why you have a drive-through in the first fucking place. It makes no sense.
Yeah, 2 different places.
They get their food. They get their food in their truck and they pull around and eat in the fucking parking lot.
Oh, see, nobody here does that. Everybody drives away.
Okay, I can't comprehend why you pull up to a fucking restaurant. Don't go in.
Smokers.
Yeah, but I didn't grow up with drive-through anything.
Well, yeah, I hear you on that one.
Okay,
everybody lazy.
So I don't understand the concept of drive-through.
Yep.
And that is where my issue is.
Gotcha.
I can take
the drive-through
order. I can get your goddamn food and I hand it out the window. I don't have a problem doing that. I don't like it because I think you're fucking stupid.
I'm lazy and I don't want to get out of my car.
And that's just me. Okay.
If it's cold or raining, I'm going to the drive-thru.
I can't understand why people use the drive-thru.
What the worst thing is especially Timmy's, is every Canadian knows Timmy's is insane for people. Which, okay, I worked in an area where a Timmy's was near me, so once in a while I would go get a Timmy's on my break or whatever, go get whoever I was working with, a bunch of coffees and such. But when I see about at least 10 cars lining up, I am not lining up in that drive-thru. I go park, I get out, I look at how many cars there are, and by the time I come out with my stuff, I go, wow, how many cars have moved since and I just kind of like I know there's been times where I wave at people, go, "Hey, have fun sitting there for fucking like you're barely moving. I got my shit and I'm leaving. Bye." It's like, wow,
Yeah.
especially if it's just a coffee or
Like
something. Like
I
come
said,
on.
I do not understand the concept of drive-through.
Yeah.
And that
If there's
it's
too many cars in the drive-through, somebody will go in, and it's usually quicker. We go for the quickest way. Like
it's
our Dairy Queen on Tuesdays has Taco Tuesday. The tacos are $1 each. Well, you can't beat that. You can't make them for that. And
Yeah.
so we go to get tacos. And
at Dairy Queen.
I know, I never heard of that
yes,
either.
At Dairy Queen?
This is
No,
state for you.
Dairy Queens don't do that. They don't have tacos.
y'all have Dairy Queens?
We have
Oh yeah,
Dairy
we
they
do,
don't?
but
Queen.
no,
They don't
yeah.
do taco something.
We got
They don't
Taco
do
Taco
taco.
Bell. Taco Bell.
Well, maybe it's a Texas thing. I don't know, but we have tacos, and they're good tacos. They're the crunchy tacos.
Mm.
Yum.
They got good burgers. I must say that. I've had a Dairy Queen burger. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I like the chicken fried steak sandwich.
We don't have that either.
Ooh, yum.
Really?
Oh, what was it that I found out that, oh, was it Kentucky Fried Chicken?
Chicken fried steak's a big thing down here too.
There's something different with another company across the border between Canada and the States. I forgot what it was. And it's a totally different menu. I was like, what? Shoot, I won't think of it right now, but I just kind of went, they have what down there? And we've got what? Huh? How's that? What? I was like,
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
This is not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we don't have that up here.
I was gonna say we got the poutine, which, yeah, it's good at first when I seen
Hello,
it,
Victor.
whatever. I kind of went, wow, what the heck? That's a heart attack waiting to happen. And then I tried it. Oh, if you've tried the right place that actually make it good. Oh man, cheese curds in the right gravy. Yum 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 yum.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm making myself hungry.
Sorry, Lisa,
So we actually,
no, I haven't heard anything.
yeah, everybody's it was a quiet weekend, that's for sure. Everybody was quiet. We went and got our tree yesterday, which worked out good because it snowed today. So they were actually that fresh that normally we like to open them and look at them, whatever. There's only a few that were open. So we took a chance at one of the big ones. Actually, we were trying to go for the 8 and 9 foot, but I seen the one that was in the next size down, and I went, "Oh, that one looks really good for that," and it looks full. So I hope it's correct because we didn't open it because it was frozen. So we brought it home in the garage, and it's like melting. It's like, well, I can't get any fresher than that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that baby will stay up till somewhere in January. Love the smell of walking into the house once you get a tree in the house. Oh, nothing like it.
Oh, I have a fake tree.
Well, we bought one. Yeah, my hubby bought one. And he's like, yeah, let's do that. I'm kind of tired of it. We put it up for, I don't know, a couple of times, whatever. And then, well, it's been in a box in the basement ever since now. So what would we buy it for? So now I'm thinking, I'm setting it up in the basement. But then the cats will tear it down.
Unless we want to spend a whole lot of money. If we cut down our Christmas trees here, they're cedar, and we're all allergic to cedar.
Oh, geez.
So it didn't go over real well.
Your Christmas trees are. Oh, we had this conversation before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cedar
I
grows.
having a Christmas tree of cedar.
Yeah, here it's what we got: balsam, and we got
pine,
spruce. Balsam, pine, spruce. I think that's
east of us, like about where Chuck is, there's pines. They have a lot of pine trees, but we don't have the pine trees. And the pine trees here grow really tall. They're not to me, they don't look like they could be used for a Christmas tree. I guess if you cut the whole bottom off, maybe. I don't know. They're big and tall.
My dad and I, we were working for the CP Rail, and we were out checking for Christmas trees, and I picked out this beautiful tree. Now, I'm at the railway crossing that's probably 1.5 miles away from my fucking tree. Okay? And it was beautiful. It was perfectly shaped, the whole 9 yards. So my dad drives up the road, and we go and find my tree. The fucking thing is 17 feet fucking tall.
Ooh.
It would never have fit in my house.
Good Lord.
I would have had to cut 10 feet off. My dad wouldn't let me get my tree. We had to get another one. We found a tree, a real tree, but that was, and that was the last year we had a Christmas tree that was real, because we had carpets. And 7 months later, my husband was walking on the carpet and got a tree needle in his foot.
Yeah.
And he wasn't impressed.
Yes,
and he said, "No more fucking real trees in my house." Okay.
That's been for you.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me either way. He wants it. And we had 2 years ago is when he told me to go out and get a big tree, and boy, I did. Every year he keeps saying he wants to get bigger and bigger. I'm like, we go any bigger, we can't walk into the house and get through to the living room. Like it's the taller they are, the wider they are too, right? And it's only like it's one of those houses where you walk in the front door and you either go straight towards where the kitchen and living room are, or you the left side, it's up the stairs and around the corner kind of thing. So the tree kind of sits in a little cubby hole kind of area, right? But he keeps saying he wants a tree where he can, go up to the top of the stairs and put the star on the tree. And I'm like, for Pete's sakes, I'll take a branch and attach it to the top so it makes it that last foot for you. Like, seriously, just for the cats to whack at it. Sorry.
I've had Charlie Brown trees.
Yeah, I could just see the cats. Oh, yeah, how will someone come home? One of the cats be swinging off the tree that way. Nope. It's bad enough we got to tie it down.
Either tomorrow night or the next night. I'm going to try and get the girls to drive me into town and video the Christmas lights. I want y'all to see because they go all out here, like all out. This last weekend, with just today getting to my mother's, it's 20 miles, and it didn't take us very long getting there, but coming back took us a whole lot longer. The traffic was horrible. But the weekend after Thanksgiving, we do is the courthouse lighting. And so they set off fireworks behind the courthouse after they light it up, and it's a big deal. And then Saturday night they have the light up parade and bring in Santa Claus. And
our courthouse had we have the tree lighting ceremony and stuff, and they always had the big sleigh and a nice setup. Well,
yeah,
I don't know what the hell happened, but last year someone complained or something.
Oh no.
And they were told that they could do the tree, but there's no other decorations that can be on the city courthouse property.
Oh, good Lord.
Wow.
See,
our kids in high school in the ag shop, they make the decorations for the four corners of the courthouse lawn. Like one of them is a Santa Claus sleigh with the reindeer, and then one of them is a group of reindeer all in a pen like things. And then the little park that they decorate, people, you can't get through town because people come and they all of a sudden see this and they just stop right in the middle of the highway and they're like, oh. And so we kind of hate even trying to go into town at this time of year, but so we didn't go to any of that over the weekend, but we go during the week when all the crowds are gone. And we have tractors that pull trailers with hay bales, so you can get on the trailers and tour the town with a tractor pulling you. We used to have carriage rides. I don't know if we still do or not, but yeah, it was pretty cool. But when I had the Girl Scouts, we used to get to set up booths. All of the nonprofits, we had a food court, and we always had a blast doing that. That's how we made our money to take our educational trip every year.
Yeah, I try to picture green Christmases all the time for you guys down there.
Wow. I can't picture that.
I know, like
what?
the time of fireworks too. Like that would be cool, but it's like the only place we would see fireworks is Niagara Falls, kind of thing.
Oh,
like
wow.
we would do the Niagara Falls fireworks. You would see fireworks in the winter there because the falls get lit up and all that stuff. So they would have a celebration every weekend doing fireworks and stuff. But else fireworks is for like the long weekends. Wouldn't be something you saw at Christmas. But yeah, I mean, back in our day, we had the daytime parades. The parade was at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, whatever it was in the morning. And now, because of,
Yes.
the business suffers, blah, blah, we're going to have the nighttime parades. It's like, I kind of like it, but I wouldn't mind it being changed up once in a while because to me, I'm going, it's freaking colder at night too. For here. But I get it. It's neat, the lights and the decorations being done in a different way because it's nighttime. It's it's a whole different thing. But seeing the Santa Claus parade.
Our 4th of July parade is in the morning, and then our fair and rodeo parade is in the morning, and that's the big one. It's the fair and rodeo. Rodeos are the big thing in Texas.
What is it?
A rodeo?
Oh, just like the whole afternoon doing rodeo kind of stuff. Okay, gotcha. Sorry.
No, it's cowboys riding bucking horses
and
bulls.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because out in Alberta, Calgary, this Calgary Stampede, they do the same kind of thing.
Those cowboys and the tight wranglers.
Yep. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah. Nice tight pants on the ass. Yes. Not those droopy drawers that everybody wears now.
Oh, tell me about it.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Around here, that's really frowned upon. You don't see much of that here.
It's like that. What's that song? Everybody
I give my son shit all the time because, honey, the waist of your pants are supposed to be at your waist, not on your hips.
Yeah. Hey, at least he's not wearing his waist past his ass.
No, he only wears them on his hips. But still, it makes droopy drawers, man. Droopy drawers.
Yep.
I don't see how they walk.
And he's like, what the hell are you talking about? So he's got droopy drawers on.
Yep.
Your pants don't fit right around your ass. You got a nice ass. Show it off.
When they pull their pants down right under their butt, how do they walk in the pants? Because I just don't see how they walk.
No,
I guess that's why they're always grabbing them and pulling them up.
Yep.
They're all looking for men. That's all they're doing. Because that's what they do in jail.
True.
When they want to get laid, they stick their pants down so that somebody will come and them. And
So
It's
that's a
just
universal
extended.
knowledge. Okay.
Pardon?
I said, so that's a universal knowledge. Okay.
Yep.
Because I had heard that. And wow.
Well,
Yep.
Ray had a buddy that wore his pants like that. And me being me, and my husband being him. The kid walks in, I looked at him and I went, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And he goes, "What do you mean?" I said, "Pull your fucking pants up. You need a belt, I'll get you one." He goes, "This is how I wear them." I looked at him, I said, "Oh, you looking for a piece of tail from a man?" He
Yeah.
goes, "No." I said, "Well, that's what you're telling everybody. That's what that means."
Yep.
And
They don't even realize it.
he goes, "No, it doesn't." I said, "Oh, yes, it does." And I pulled it up and I showed him. And he's like, "Oh," I said, "Would you like a belt now?" "Yes, please." I found him a belt. He didn't wear his pants like that anymore.
Yeah, sometimes it just takes the right kind of trigger just to get somebody to realize what they're doing or saying or looking like or whatever. You know what I mean? You know, they don't notice it
Yep.
until they get the change.
I
Yeah.
have one son that I used to buy him a belt because he wouldn't have them down below his butt, but yeah, they were down low enough that. And every time they bend over, what do you see? Plumber.
Well, see, women did it a different way. They didn't do it with baggedy pants. They just did it with the kind of pants that when you bent over, you got to see their pretty G-string. That fat I never understood either. It's like, no, I don't want
No.
to show off my underwear to people. What kind of fad is this? And we wonder why society is the way it is. Okay,
Yeah.
too far, way too far.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I am not a person that believes in children pageants.
Nope.
I'm
Raymond
sorry.
had one buddy that came here one night and his underwear were sticking out they were weird underwear. We'll just put it that way. They were weird for a boy. Weird, weird, weird.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
looked at him and I went, "What the fuck is that?" I'm not even polite anymore, right? Around the kids. And he's like, "What's the matter?" I said, "Why can I see your G-string underwear? You are 14 years old. Why do I see a G-string underwear?"
Yep.
And he's looking at me and he's like, "Because they're cool." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't need to show the whole damn world what you're wearing and to cover your ass. And it's not covering your ass."
Oh, but that's probably the cool thing to do in school, you know.
And so the kid walks in the house. Well, then my husband gets on the kid. Okay, next, he had a belt on too.
Yep.
Never came to the house showing his underwear again.
I didn't know boys wore those too. Those underwear.
Yep. But usually they're called elephant underwear.
Whatever they're called, I don't know.
Well, I'm talking the ones you get from the shops. The elephant trunk underwear. You know, G-string
Oh,
underwear.
the edible kind?
Well, it doesn't have to be edible. It's just
Oh, sorry.
yeah, you know.
Going in a total different direction now. Sorry.
Oops, wrong one.
Even Bonnie showed her face on that one, and it was red. Sorry, Bonnie.
Oh goodness!
I hope you like it.
Yeah, because I was choking on my water. It's like,
Oh God.
Love is in the air. Do, 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 do. Anyways. Oh, I had caught Rob over at BB's too. Oh God, that was funny. So there was a few people chatting. Oh, I know, he's so funny, and he had such a good little point to make too. He said some little story. I'm like, oh, that's such a good one. Talking about the chickens in a coop and the viewpoints and whatever. Tell you that in a minute. But yeah, so I happened to be coming out the garage because Sterling's buddy was over. They were sort of doing stuff in the house. I'm doing 3 loads of laundry, doing this, doing that. It's like, okay, time to take a break, go to the garage. So I opened up the internet. I'm like, oh, BB. Oh, BB's okay. And I clicked it open, and here I'm literally just gone on about 20 minutes or something before that, whatever. So I see a few people in chat, whatever else. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? I got a hello from him, and I got a couple other hellos. And Rob showed up too, and so there was a couple things that I was kind of going, I'm a little confused on, because you know how when people write things, sometimes it can be taken different ways or whatever. So that's why I like to go, what do you mean? So yeah, Rob, wait a minute. Rob came in, and somebody else came in or whatever, and I had been in there already, and Shara was there, and she's saying hi to Rob and hi to something, and something like, it's good to see you too, Gina, or something, laugh out loud or whatever. And I was like, huh? What'd I miss? Like, did I miss a joke? Did I miss it? Or what? Huh? I just wasn't sure how to take that, right? Like, are you being saucy or being funny or what? He's like, oh no, you haven't been around we haven't seen you around for a long time, and it's nice to see you and all that. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool, right? So Rob was talking about some stuff, whatever. I'm like, oh, so am I gonna see you later on tonight? And that's all I said. So Gina should have worded it a little more specifically. Because he turns around, he's like, well, I don't know. I don't think I can get on a plane and get over there fast enough. Kind of thing. So I start laughing, ha, 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 whatever. I'm like, wait a minute. I got my passport in one jab. I could probably fly down to you. And then somebody asked him about the Hair Fridays or whatever. He goes, yeah, I need to find a partner. And I was like, in all caps in the chat room, go, what? Hello? Me? Somebody else going, Rob, I think somebody's because I've been giving him a hard time, right? So it was just funny back and forth. And then, here I am, see you later on tonight at 10 o'clock. And I need to go live at 10 o'clock. Because I was late, I'm going to start calling myself Alice, Alice in Wonderland's late. But anyways, yeah, it was just interesting conversation about who's doing what and where, and how certain people aren't wanting certain people this one anymore, and this one's been blocked from over there, and this whole group's been blocked from there. I'm like, wow, there's a real whole shift and stuff going. Big time. So it's kind of good.
That's what Dorinda and I were talking about before I went live. This negative energy thing has just swooped in, and that's what we were saying. We've got to fight this. It is taking over, and it's causing division, and we got to stop it somehow, some way. And I was trying to think of a title, and I was like, I don't know, forgiveness. And even if it's me asking for forgiveness for whoever I offended in any way, for whatever,
for being honest,
last thing in the world I want to do. I know, but still,
But we're always gonna, Bonnie. That's something I've learned the hard way doing this when I started doing my podcast. Like, oh, I'm gonna take this one off and this one, and if you,
I know you cannot please everyone. And
yeah, exactly.
I get that.
And it especially like us, you and me. We relate to insecurity issues. Whatever we think, what do we do? What do we say? What do we do? I mean, I am bad. It's like, oh my god, what do I do? This one didn't come back. That one didn't come back. That one did. Okay, Gina, regroup. Why am I worrying about this? It's a couple of people. I know the kind of person I am, whatever, but it's like, I know I insert my foot in the mouth numerous times.
And then there's me.
And
then there's me. Yes, bring it.
You make me want to play that song. It's called And Then There Was Gina with the wind in her hair. Hey, if I play that, you know what? That's probably so old. It probably wouldn't even. Well, if you got copywritten, you just what it tells you to do is trim it. I don't know if you've had any of those happen yet, Bonnie.
Do what?
Have you ever had a copyright on your thing yet?
Not yet.
No.
I'm sure I'll probably get one soon if I have all these complaints and.
Well, no. That's only if you play music or videos or whatever of some other kind that's copyrighted. That's why a lot of my intros get copyrighted, like my Michael Jackson thing I did on Halloween. I knew it would, even though
I don't know how to
put
do
under the
them.
40-second mark and chopped it up and placed it all around, whatever. It's still like, yeah, that's too popular, I guess. Okie dokie, go for me too. But
I don't know how to make an intro.
I just went onto a site. I tried a couple. One I really liked, that was FlexClip, and that's where I started playing around with stuff. Now the reason it's a 480 playback or whatever, where most things are 720 and 1080, which is why the quality is because of course they want you to pay for the more better quality, and I'm like, yeah, for what I'm doing, it could go up one, and it's the 720, and it's like $6 a month. I'm like, yeah, I don't know, but I'm just having too much fun doing it. So then you go find sites where you can download free music. So those are the music pieces that I have used in the past, and I just been taking videos or pictures and putting it together along with a music clip that I've picked out that I like. Just kind of, I have too much fun doing that. Hey, Shift Kicker. But so I got inspired the other day, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't want to see that intro with me on there anymore. That was okay. I'm like, okay, that's enough of that. Just like, I want something a little more different. So I start all anew with and as I went to YouTube and was trying to find the different love songs and whatever else, especially when Dean Martin came out, I'm like, well, that should be a copyright because it's so old for one, but it just kind of hit the, and different little words in songs or whatever that are famous were coming into my mind. And I was like, well, I could clip it. Like I had in the beginning, I was going to take like a sentence from one and a sentence from another song, and a sentence, and kind of make one whole big long sentence out of it kind of thing. But instead I ended up, with 20 seconds of this one, 20 seconds of that one, and doing it that way. But I was in a bit of a rush too. Yeah, because of the Pointer Sister one, which I have to remember to make all my videos not for children. That apparently makes a difference too.
Yes.
Yeah. So it depends if you remember to put in, like, if I would have put some kind of notification in there that this was copied from something or freedom of whatever, I might not have gotten dinged. Hard to say. Because it's right under the 40 seconds, so I was surprised to see that. I'm like, well, that's not nowhere near the time. I wonder what made that go off. Plus, I pick on stuff that's not from the official band sites and stuff. It's other people that have mixed and mingled, and if it's like 10 years ago, I feel better that it won't. Or like a lyrical video, it tends not to get picked up as much. Because my thing is, like,
and that's what I keep wondering how they are able to post people's music, because you see these people that are ordinary people and they're posting,
they've usually paid for it,
people's videos. They paid for it.
There's a way. You can get, well, depending on, I guess, the stuff that you're using, and the website and whatever else. But if you copyright like real famous music, that's, I believe what Rob was saying, like it's a lot of money to get the copyright to play a song kind of thing. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not playing a couple $100 or whatever it is. Like, no.
No.
But I mean, it does make sense because, the music is belonging to the band. It's getting used and abused, but the way I see it, with what I'm doing, I'm making it noticed again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. I suppose if they're looking at it from a monetary thing, it's like, okay, well, I'll give you 10%. Shut up. But
Hello, Shift Kicker.
So yeah, that's why I was saying to Rob too, going, let's do this music thing. I don't care if the podcast gets taken down. Like, I'm not monetized. If they want to take it down after we're finished or whatever, then so be it. I enjoyed those few times that was going. It was great. Got so pepped up on a Friday morning. Just after it was done, it's like, yeah, yeehaw, put some more tunes on. Let's go house cleaning, or it was so much fun.
I did get a notice that I don't have enough storage or something. Do they limit how many videos you have in your?
Yes, you get 50 hours worth. I'm pretty sure you got the same package as me. So what you got to do is you got to go into your StreamYard and look at all your broadcasts that are underneath. And if you want your YouTube video to stay on YouTube, you have to delete the broadcast. So your video your video stays on YouTube, but because say your video is 2 hours long, now you deleted the broadcast. Now you've got space of 2 hours that you can use up again. You have to keep freeing it up, because this is how they get you. It's like, oh well, if you want to keep storing it, more money. Oh, fuck, F you. Because I did that too. Going, what happened? Because I was trying to make a show, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And it's because I was past my hours and I didn't know, and that's how I figured it. It's like, oh, son of a gun.
Yeah.
Bars know how to get you for every little dime and nickel, and sheesh. So,
well, that's I see people with like tons of videos on YouTube. So if it's deleted out of StreamYard, it's okay.
Say that again, because we're talking about your storage that you're talking about, right?
Right. So it's StreamYard that I need to empty the storage in.
Right.
But it stays on YouTube. Okay.
Right. You can go back and delete your YouTube video still again. But that's how you just free up the storage that you have on your StreamYard account.
Okay.
Yeah, all these things we have to figure. It's like, how do you learn them, right?
I know. And you're my go-to.
Hey, don't worry. It's like the notice thing. I've never clicked on another show's like notice, like send me a notice or a reminder or whatever, because it's always in my head going, okay, this person, you should come on about now, and depending what I'm doing, whatever, or I catch the next day. I used to be like right on there when everybody was live. Now it's like, no, Gina, start. Plus I watch a lot less than I used to, right?
Well, I figured that out because I get the notifications on my phone, and if I don't clear it often, my battery goes dead like quick, and so I'm having to just charge my phone all day. So the ones that I want to watch, I'll go remind or set a reminder and then clear it.
Yeah, because usually the note, I've done that on my phone. It's like, oh God, I go to thinking my battery went quick. It's like, what have I got open? Oh shoot, I looked at this one thing in YouTube and it's still going, even though I closed it. But it's like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass with phones.
I can understand off my phone.
You what?
I don't have YouTube on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know how Travis ever did it on a phone, man. I was trying to help a friend of mine. Oh shoot, I didn't tell her. Well, mind you, I'm not on mine. She's in the middle of packing and moving this week, but I was trying to get her to go on a podcast. I set up a link, like a podcast, and sent her the link, and she would go in there, but it would say device not hooked up. Like, it would say she had no mic or camera to use, and I'm like, okay, what do we do? I don't know why it's doing. Like, she's got a YouTube account, so I know that's not the issue, but it's saying so. If you're using your phone, you have to have headphones plugged in, is what I'm gathering. Like, I
don't know. I haven't been able to set it up on my phone.
Yeah, mine's too tiny.
And even I can't join a panel on my phone.
Oh.
I don't know why that is either.
You know what? Probably because you're not signed into your YouTube channel. Because I was trying to figure that out that one time too. Because when you first go into YouTube, you can kind of just look at it, browse around. But if you're not logged in, then you can't get into the chat room to chat, whatever, because you have to be into your YouTube. Because my girl was, I can't chat. How come I can't chat? I'm like, yep, did the same thing. It's like, oh shit, I have to actually have a YouTube account to talk in a chat room. It's like, once again, they know how to get you, right? You gotta have an account to get in.
That's okay. I didn't even know I had a YouTube account. I was on prepping and whatever. I didn't know I had a YouTube account. Okay, I could get up on panel. I could do anything. Da 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 da. It was Gigi that said she subscribed to my YouTube channel. I looked at her and I said, "What YouTube channel?" I didn't even fucking know I had one.
That's what happened to me. Becca H. She said, "I subscribed to you," and I said, "How? What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said,
now I have two YouTube. Actually, I have 3 YouTube channels. I have a green one. That's the one that Gigi subscribed to. And I have one that's Dorinda. And I have one that's Dindy. Dindy's my crafting one.
Okay. I was just
When
gonna
I
say
look
which ones.
things up on crafting, I'm supposed to be on that one. But
Gotcha.
9 times out of 10, crafting shows up on my regular YouTube, which is my Dorinda one. Which is, hey, I don't fucking know. The other one's just me. I don't have a fucking clue. My daughter
I don't
set it up.
understand it either.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because I have I opened one up under like the YouTube, under the Google thing that you had to make a Google account and all this. What I'm like, okay, well now you have to do something else. I'm like, what? So now you got the brand account. I'm like, why do I have? Well, I don't understand why there's 2 of them.
Yeah, no, when I went on prepping the other night, he's got, like, you know how you go into StreamYard, you push the button on the chat, you go into StreamYard.
Yeah.
Well, he's got another step in between there and StreamYard.
To do what? Get checked out?
I don't know. I'm like, click, 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 go. I don't give a shit. Put me on the fucking panel.
Yeah, because he did
it
something
might be
weird.
like, because Liberty Warrior, when Shane had me do that Afterglow, and I went up there, and so they keep you in the back room. That's what they call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was probably like that.
Well, it was before the back room. There was another step in between when you hit the StreamYard thing. There was a step, and then there was the before you get into the background where you make sure your mic's working and whatever, and you hit go to StreamYard. There was another step in there, and I'm like, well, that's fucking weird.
Yeah, because you have to be, because I went back and I tried to chat his room and I had to resub him. And then when I went to chat the room, it wouldn't let me do it the first time because I had to wait at 24 hours or some weird stuff. It's like, what's going on now? I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm not going to worry about talking. I don't go over that much. Like,
YouTube's just pulling shit. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's been an interesting, I must say, since January to now. For one thing, it's really flown by. But the whole change of conversation, what's been talked about, and how it's all been dragged out. Now everybody's doing the, hands up in the air. What are we doing? What are we doing? What do we do next? What do we do? Like, what's happening? Some are still believing. Some are still waiting for something to happen to save them. Some people are going on with their lives. Like, yeah.
We're
crazy.
all just fucking waiting.
Yep. Well, I mean,
we're all just waiting at that.
Yep.
But we're waiting. God damn it.
Sort of to a point, though. I mean, we're waiting, but not waiting.
Yeah, I'm not
well,
waiting.
I'll tell you, when I got the EBS test thing last week, whatever it was. This is funny because the night before, okay, I'm praying to God like I do every night.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Give me a freaking sign that we're on the right fucking path.
And you get ABS, and you were
And then I
bouncing
got
out of your chair.
I was like bouncing off the wall for 2 days.
Dorinda, I have to ask, how far are you still down the rabbit hole?
I've gone down the rabbit hole somewhat. I'll put it that way. I have done research on things.
Mm-hmm.
Have I gone down as far as I should have? No. But I've done a lot of different things. We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Just because the way my whole experience went and where I am now to last year again, to be kind of like come full circle and go, holy shit, that was quite the thing. And for me to finally go, wow, so much of that's lies, and I believed it, and I stopped thinking common sense of my own thinking in certain areas.
Well,
why didn't I look into this more?
It
I took too many.
Anything that I've researched has just reinforced what I already thought.
But I thought so too. Yeah.
It hasn't. My husband thinks it's changed me, but it hasn't. He doesn't like that I'm still stuck on American news. That's his big thing. I said things have to happen in America for them to happen in Canada.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm looking at, Eric.
Anything y'all do, we figure we're next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, we're neighbors, so as my mom used to always say, one hand washes the other, and two the whole face.
Yep.
We're part of the same goddamn continent. So what happens in the United States, and if things happen the way we want them to, they have to happen there before anything's going to happen here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's just the way I keep looking at it. I did not go into the music thing like you did, or the movie thing.
With the stuff that they thought that they were making out of the children's blood, shall we say?
Yeah, well, I've done that part.
Yeah.
But I didn't go into, okay, this band's, corrupt and this band's whatever. I'm like, no, because I like the music. I'm going to listen to it. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah. Well, see, mine blended from that, right? Because I believed in the Luciferians and whatever else, and the stuff that they were supposedly shooting them up themselves with. It's like politicians, actresses, movie star or bands, everything. I kept looking at everything in a different light, going, how many are on that kind of shit, doing this and what? Or believing in this and praying to that evil thing that people no, really, that's why I kind of went, has that been like the blanket?
I've done that research.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to listen to music, I'm going to listen to music. I don't really give a shit.
Mm-hmm.
If I like the music, I'm going to listen to it. If it's a movie, I'm going to watch a movie. I don't really care who the actors are. That's just me being
I
me.
agree.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, I've delved into the adrenochrome. Yes, I've delved into the Luciferian shit. I've delved into other stuff that, I really didn't want to know, but I know now.
Yep.
I haven't done that.
But sorry, go ahead.
Do you know Freedom Hello? She's in LW's chat a lot. She's got a channel, and she posted this thing today, and it's I can't remember if it's a dermatologist or a plastic surgeon, but they're showing how they can use young blood to make people look younger, make their hair grow back, all this stuff. And I was like, okay, that's a little weird, but they say it's from teenagers that donate. I don't know what age you have to be to donate. I don't know.
Okay, see now that's where I'm already kind of going. Okay, that sounds a little odd to me.
No, I've seen lots of stuff about that. So yes, I do agree that the elites do use the blood from other people to make them look younger, make them feel better. Yes, I do believe that.
But see, for me, it's the science behind it. It's like, is that really a possible thing? Because I'm thinking that to me doesn't really make any sense. Okay, so this kid's blood is younger than mine, or
But I think
like,
but it's
how does that
younger.
kind of make me look
it's
in my skin
it's
younger? To me, it's like
it's
one of those
younger.
stories.
It's younger
Yeah.
blood, and if you put it into your system,
Mhm.
it is going to make the younger come
But
out
that's what I'm saying, and I'm not saying what you're reading
because
of
it's
your
blood.
story, whether it's right or wrong or whatever. What I'm trying to say is, I've now come to the point of every time there's something like this particular information or whatever, I am taking everything now and I'm ripping it apart to go,
Mhm.
is
well, and
this really for real or is this fake? Because it is so easy. Well, no, I shouldn't say it's easy, but the people out there that know what they're doing on computers and who could do websites and who can do written up letters that say look like government letters or doctors or whatever, there's so much shit that's being
well, yeah,
faked
it could be
out
false.
there. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
I
saying. So
think
now
that
I'm kind of doing. I'm doing it both ways. You know what I mean? I'm looking at, okay, could this be true in this way? Okay, if it's false, what would make me think it's false? Like I've got to because
if you stop yakking, I'll
because.
tell you.
Okay, thank you, sister. Your turn. I shop.
No,
I think
and I've kind
it's
of pulled
because
things
Hey,
apart
hey, it's
too.
Bonnie's turn. Hey, hey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
I think it's because you think about it, teenagers are young, healthy. Um, well,
Maybe
you hope that they eat better, but who knows?
if
But
they eat better, if they don't
I
smoke, if they don't drink.
okay,
Sorry.
but at the same time, I think that maybe they have more nutrients in their blood than because
Mhm.
as you get older, your body quits retaining those nutrients like it needs to.
Right.
So I
Right.
could see where that could possibly do something. But
Okay.
I'm not saying I totally believe it or anything like that. I'm just saying maybe it's that concept instead of it being something totally out there wacko that we don't
Yeah.
understand.
No, I get you. But see, we've come up with Botox and fat injections for wrinkles and this and that, and I'm thinking, I don't know. See,
Why the fuck would you do Botox in the first place? Are you
that's
stupid?
that's my sister. She's 5 years older. She's 61,
Yeah,
and
I
her
wouldn't
face has
do any of
been.
that.
She's been doing that for like a decade or so, and I'm like, nope, I don't care. This is the way God make me. If my wrinkles come up, my wrinkles come up. It's like
Thank you. And
part of
that's what I
life.
said. This is the
Yeah.
way God made me. And that's the girls tell me, I'll be like, man, I'm really getting some wrinkles. And they said, that's because you smile and laugh all the time. And I said, okay,
Exactly.
then that's a good thing.
Oh, by the way, there's something else I wanted to mention too on Halloween when we did our little stuff. Now,
Mm-hmm.
because of
Yes.
the way my camera was, I really couldn't see your face, Bonnie. So
She
for me,
was
it was the hair.
fucking gorgeous.
Oh, well,
She
I
was.
know. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. The point I'm trying to make is because the people making comments, whatever, made Bonnie think certain things, and I would so do the same thing myself. But you also got to realize um, the whole nature of it and everything too. Yes, our generation, the makeup, the hair, the dress, the shoes, the blah blah blah. We gotta look so perfect. Um, But what's really important, I mean, yeah, I tried growing my hair out because I didn't want to color it anymore. I'm tired of it. But when it came out, I was like, nope, I can't do this. My husband finally went, yeah, well, it's up to you. I mean, he loved me either way, whether I did it or not. But I was like, nope, I like my hair colored, and that's what makes me happy. So I'm going to do what makes me happy. And if people don't like the
That's right.
color of my head or the length or the whatever, stuff it. I'm going to do what makes me happy. Don't do
Exactly.
something because of what other people influence you to do. Do what makes you happy. And that's
Yep.
what people seem to do a lot of. They wear all these. I will never, ever forget this young lady coming into my store to shop, and her eyebrows. Somebody had to, one of the young girls had to tell me what was going on. I was like, oh my God, what is this? Like, oh, this is not the stuff. Haven't you ever seen that? Good God, no. What kind of crap? Who paints their eyebrows like a big giant V? Like, what?
What?
You think you're pretty? It was like of course not a perfect V because our eyebrows don't, but it like was penciled in with straight lines, like a big rectangle, and then going down like a triangle, like totally perfectly thick. Oh my God, it was so ugly. I was like, how do you think this is making you pretty? You're following some style, but I'm looking at her going, you're such a pretty girl, and to me that just makes you look awful. Like, why do we like? I don't understand some of this fashion stuff. I don't.
I never did.
No, yeah, I've always been behind the
I
times.
didn't. You know what? When I was in high school, the big thing was that light blue eyeshadow.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I have blue eyes, so yeah, the blue eyeshadow brought out my eyes. Big fucking deal. Okay, and you had to use the mascara. Okay, which I hated anyway. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing this for? Who the fuck cares? And I stopped. And my friends were like, whoa, you don't have makeup on. I'm like, and I ain't wearing it. And they're like, why? Why am I going to waste all that fucking time putting this shit on when it itches and makes my face itch? No, fuck it. I'm not doing it. And they're looking at me going, but it's fashionable. I looked at my sister. I got my own fashion. You don't like it? Here's my finger.
Yep.
And they're like, oh.
Yep.
And one girl was really upset with me. And she's like, I'm going to fight you for not wearing makeup. And I'm looking at her going, excuse me?
For not wearing makeup.
You want to fight me for not wearing makeup?
Good grief.
And she's like, yeah, I'm going to punch you in the face. I said, bring it, little one.
Strange sometimes.
Well,
I mean, so she tries to hit me, and I put her down on the ground, and I say, okay, no makeup person is telling you to fuck off. And if you come near me again, I will hurt you.
I am going to get my hair cut, and it's usually I have it cut similar to Dorinda's, except I always have bangs.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'm supposed to have bangs, but it didn't really work out when I was blow drying my hair. And they're getting a little long, so I kind of shoved them back.
Yeah,
I grew my bangs out 2 years ago. Oh, see, look how messy my hair is. Now I just had. Oh, see, you can watch what you wish for. I wish I had curly hair. Oh, see, look at it.
And I'm gonna
look at it. You go like this, and if you don't have the right stuff in, we'll just slowly let it out. You know, imagine this in the morning.
And I'm gonna get my highlights back. Highlights.
Are you?
Awesome.
Yeah.
See, that was my.
The heck.
That was my bangs.
Well, the only thing I cut during this whole pandemic thing was my bangs.
Yes.
Sometimes I cut them the right length. Sometimes I cut them too short. Oh, well.
Yes.
I didn't really fucking care. I could see.
I just realized that she cut my hair off, but she didn't cut my sides. I usually have this stuff trimmed up to like kind of here somewhere so I can do something with it.
And that's the problem with the arthritis in my hands and arms now, I cannot do anything to fix my hair. I can't even put it in a ponytail. And so it just hangs here and it's thick. And then I ran out of shampoo and conditioner. And you would think Pantene is Pantene, right?
Yeah.
But whatever
No.
Tim brought me, my hair was a frizz ball. It was
You know what you
sticking out.
use, Bonnie? You know what you use? Do you have any bubble bath?
No.
You don't. Well, get some bubble bath. I
Yeah.
use the Live Clear kind. Okay, Live Clear,
Live
Live Clean, Live Clean. Sorry. Okay. It works great on your hair. Your hair is so soft. It's beautiful. I use it for my hair. I use it for a body wash. Okay. It is the best. Okay. It when you when you've got all lathered up and you put the water on, it comes off like that. You don't have to do the extra rinse and whatever. And
And you don't have to use conditioner?
no, I rarely use conditioner in my hair.
God, I could not live without conditioner.
I
And
know.
I went to the hairdressers, and
yeah.
the hairdresser was like, "Your hair is so soft." And it
Are
was
you
still
on
wet.
well water by chance?
It was still wet from the shower. Okay, because I had a shower and I went to the hairdressers. Okay, she's
Dorinda,
like, "Your hair is so soft." I said, "Bubble bath."
are you on well water by chance?
No,
Oh, okay, well water's great. I remember
I'm
living
on
somewhere and
city
had well
water. Okay,
When I move, I'll be on more water. I can't wait.
it's got so much chlorine and fluoride in it that if you get water in your eyes before you even put shampoo in your hair, your eyes
It
burn.
burns. Yes.
I don't, to be honest, like because of having curly hair, it's dry. It's naturally dry. Like, gotta condition it. There's times where I will take like vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever, put it in my hair. And if you have one of those old hairdresser or hair dryers like I do, the sit under kind, you could sit under that, and it does a good job of. Oh my God, hang on a minute.
Gigi, try some bubble bath and see how it works on your hair. You will be amazed.
And mayonnaise.
Oh God, brittle hot flash. Holy shit. Whew.
You will be
outside.
You will be amazed on how soft your hair is and how it doesn't get staticky, and it doesn't get staticky, it doesn't get frizzy, it doesn't get nothing.
Well, I wrote it down to use it because if I don't like it after the first time, the girls will use it for
Oh yeah.
the bubble bath.
And you can put the kid in the bubble bath. Like, she'll love it.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
But
Shepherd of the
I'll
Forest.
tell you, that Live Clean
Hi,
works
Shepherd of the Forest. It's good to see
amazing.
you.
Hey, Silver Girl.
Silver Girl, come on up.
Well,
You might have to drop the link, Bonnie. It's what did I say it was? Oh shit.
Living clean.
Live
live
Clean.
in bubble
live-
bath.
Oh,
yeah.
crap. I'll go look. Hang on. What the hell is that shampoo you need me by?
Well, they say to switch up your stuff once in a while too. Like I go in between Aussie
Okay, I asked
and
the kid.
L'Oreal.
Live
I
Clean.
love Aussie. If
Yeah,
I
me
have a
too.
perm, that's what.
Spray leave-in conditioner. Oh, I live on that
Hey,
stuff.
Shepherd of the Forest. Hey, Silver Girl, how are you?
Hey, pretty lady.
I'm trying to, because I know of a little four-legged thing that needs his hair softened up.
Live Clean.
Live clean. Thank you.
Bubble bath. It is
Bubble bath.
amazing.
Never
I mean,
heard of it.
They have a conditioner and a shampoo too. Okay. But I just use the bubble bath
For everything.
for everything.
I like this.
I was gonna say,
Simple.
yeah, one shot and you're done.
And I'm
One
thinking,
bottle
well,
sitting in the
and
bathroom.
when I started, it was like my daughter told me about it, and I'm like, okay. I bought the bubble bath. I came home. I tried the bubble bath, and it was like, wow, my hair feels really nice. Feels really soft. My body, like when I was rinsing off, You know how when you use the liquid soap or whatever,
Yep,
you
yep.
gotta use
Yeah.
the water the second time and rub it all off or whatever. I don't
Well,
have
I've
to do
been
that.
using Dr. Bonner's salt soap, which was the salt soap was something I grew up using. And I'd not seen it since I was a tiny kid. And in fact, I think my grandparents had it, and then she may have even made it. I don't know. But it was a lot. I mean, we're talking 68 years ago, 69 years ago. We're talking, it was forever ago.
That's
I
not
think I've seen it at
glycerin
health
soap.
food stores.
It was great. But the next thing I found was vinegar. And vinegar, I used vinegar on my hair the whole time I was in school. And it softened my hair right up.
And you
But
never got head lice, did you?
no, I didn't. Not one.
Yeah, yeah.
Never got head lice. Thank you very
My
much.
kids, my kids used to get pissed at me because I used to chase them out of the house and catch them on the bus and spray their fucking heads with vinegar before they went to school.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, head lice was not even a thing when I was in grammar school. Now, it was by the time
Yep.
but it
Yep,
wasn't.
not me either.
I mean, back in the early 50s, so what was head lice? They didn't know what it was.
Nope.
But by the time Jack got there in the 60s, they knew. And I would tell him, he'd come home with this little note that would say that he had head lice, and he never wanted to show it to the parents because they were always so rough physically. And so he'd show it to me and ask me if we could not tell the parents. And I learned how to initial things real well. And
Did you put their signature on the TV and no?
no. I knew what my father's signature looked like. I knew how he wrote the F in Frost. And so that was the main thing I worked on because all I had to do was get a W and then the F, and then I could fake the rest. And so I would always have him sign it, so to speak, because I couldn't fake my mother's, but I could fake his. And but I would say, okay, we'll take care of it. But I'd take him in the bathroom, make him strip down, get in the shower, take a bath, wash his hair, and then I'd just stand there and pour vinegar on top of his head. And have him catching it in a pot as it rolled down off the top of his head. And then I'd pour it back up on the top of his head again. We'd do that 3 or 4 times. Because if I used up all the vinegar, somebody might find out. So we couldn't use all the vinegar. And unless I had money to get to the store and get more. And I didn't usually have money. So, but I would rinse his head with vinegar. And then the evening would go on. He'd have to go back and take another bath because he couldn't tell the parents he'd already had a bath. So, you know how boys are in baths. They don't think that's a necessary part of it.
Yeah.
And the only way I could get it, he would take 2 baths a day if it was head lice with me or head lice with his folks. But there was no head lice in my head. But vinegar
worked.
Mother's, and the vinegar that has the mother in it, I tried it once, and it's even softer than the other. But vinegar doesn't work well to take a bath with. It doesn't do soft soap type thing. And
Yeah, good in your laundry.
Yeah.
Can I ask Shepherd a question? Borax powdered soap. What is that, and why'd you buy a case of it? What do you use it for?
You do it for laundry, crafting.
Kills ants, doesn't it?
I love borax. I do like the borax. It's laundry soap. It's like Tide, except it doesn't have all the crap in it.
Oh, okay. I just remember my brother having to put it in his shoes for athlete's foot.
Yeah, it does that. It does all kinds of odor stuff. Diapers are really fond of borax, and vice versa. We use that. I use that a lot. I always liked the picture of the 20 mule team across the front. I thought I like the horses on it. But it's really, really fabulous stuff. And it works for odors. It also dries things. You can put it out in a dish, a flat dish, in a moist basement, and you can dry your basement out.
Oh, wow.
I did that. I had 5 gallon, I guess, bales, and I had like 6 of them. And I'd fill them up every spring. And as soon as the water got out of the basement, off the basement floor, I would put those out there and dry the basement off so that I could spend time in the basement in the summertime. And because I tended to get a little water in there in the mud season. But
It seems like I heard somebody say to spray it around if you have roaches or something
yes,
too.
Add
Yeah.
water to it. Yeah.
and it's good for your garden for the same reason.
Oh, wow.
And it's preferred not to rain on it immediately, so you want a day or two of dry before you put it down.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but that's just what we've always done, what I've always thought was the right way to do it.
And
But
it
yeah,
keeps
I
the
like,
insects out of the garden.
yeah, it'll help with insects. It helps
Yeah.
with,
The fungi.
yeah, you can even put it like in gloves so you can get your hands in and out. It won't hurt you.
Huh.
And it'll protect if you get a nick inside your gloves. It's an antiseptic, so it'll help fix your nick before you know you got it.
Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, I need to stock up on some of that.
But yeah, it's my
Add that
preferred.
to my list. I'm sitting here making a list with y'all.
Yeah. When I told Prepping about the shampoo, the bubble bath thing, he's like, "Wow, Dorinda, you just gave me a new prepping thing." Because if you can wash your hair, wash your body with something, you only need one bottle. You don't need 2 different bottles.
That's what
One
I'm
thing.
saying.
And you don't need nearly as much water to rinse off.
That's right.
Yeah.
It comes off so, and the first time you use it, okay, honest to God, it's really scary.
Uh-oh.
Honest to God, the first time you use this stuff, you put it on, you soap all up, blah, 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 and you rinse off, and the bathtub's black.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay? And when that
That
happened,
would help my chair.
well, your
My
child,
I have a chair that sits in the tub.
yes,
So
That
do
goes
I.
up and down.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's always dirty, and it's just my body cells getting on the feet of the
Okay.
chair.
Well, you scrub it with that, scrub that with this too, and it'll clean it off.
Great.
But if you scrub yourself down again, the next time it's all clean. It's
What's
all
the
white.
black? What is it that comes off?
Black is the dirt coming off your body.
That you don't even know is there. Is
That
it
you don't
like,
even know is
Because
there.
I had a shower with the soapy stuff, like with the liquid soap. Okay,
Uh-huh.
did on my puff. Then I washed my hair with the shampoo. Da 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 da. Sam said, "Try the bubble bath." I bought the bubble bath. The next day, I went and had a shower using the bubble bath.
maybe it's the dry skin and stuff?
No, it was the oils and shit that were left from the soap
Oh, okay.
that was on your skin.
Well, that's like dryer sheets. You don't want to use dryer sheets because that's what makes your motor on your dryer go out. Because dryer sheets, where the lint gathers, dryer sheets put a film across that lint
Yeah,
collector.
but you gotta really wash it and clean it. And I do mine every couple of months, so I'm good.
Yeah. But if you don't do that, you can lose. I didn't know this, but I had a washer dryer friend, guy that worked on them that was turned into a friend of mine, and he was saying that if people knew to not use the sheets at all, that their dryers would last 3 to 5 times longer than they do now.
Wow. I don't use dryer sheets, but my girls do.
I've used them, but I also take it out and wash it really good.
I
But it's
scrub mine.
amazing when you take it out to wash it. The first time you do it, hold it flat. Just put a little water in it and watch the water just sit there.
Huh.
It doesn't go through because it's totally solid.
Yep.
And the air doesn't go through. If you stop and think about it, the air can't go through what water can't go through.
That's true.
And when you clean it the first time after a long time, then the amount of time it takes your clothes to dry suddenly drops significantly.
Oh my goodness.
But I do like borax, 20 mule team borax. You're already in trouble.
Hey, Anna Marie. How are you doing?
Hello, Anna Marie. Are you okay, Silver Girl?
Mm-hmm. Just throwing down some elderberry.
Okay. Just checking. Just checking.
He's in trouble, but I'm fine.
Bonnie, drop the link first. Anna. Oh, you did. Never mind. You're ahead of me. I'm sorry. But it's nice to see you, Silver Girl. I was watching Angel earlier, trying to see who was coming up, if it was going to be Gigi or Bonnie, because Gigi was supposed to go up.
Yep, she
But Gigi
was.
wouldn't answer us, and so Bonnie
Well,
went
ever since the other night, I subbed to Bonnie, so now when Bonnie goes on, I see Bonnie goes on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just a loudmouth. I like to go where there are other loudmouths, and I like to be with them. Dorinda and I could do some real damage if we ever got together.
Oh, you should have heard the fight I had with the evil tonight.
Y'all are fine. Yes, we banished all evil before we went live
We
tonight.
banished all evil from our stream before it went live.
Very good.
And I said to the evil,
Yeah.
you know when you said that the storm was coming and you couldn't handle the storm? Guess what? I am the storm.
Got that right.
And I will take you on any day. Bring it, baby.
Well, I did something on Thanksgiving Day that has had some some surprising impacts. Somebody suggested that I needed to have the curses cleaned off of my bloodline because they thought my bloodline was cursed. And then I started looking things up. And so what I did on Thanksgiving Day was I did 5 Linda, put your teeth in the right order. I did 5 letters to 5 different people, specifically breaking all karmic connections, contracts with them. If I had any, I didn't want them anymore. Everybody's fine and happy, and we go our separate directions, but no contracts. I also did one to get rid of any curses, specifically illegitimacy curse, and which I didn't even know existed until I did some research. And I did all of those in a ceremonial type way. Well, as much as I do ceremony. And I went into the front room and sat and looked out the window at the waves. That's how ceremonial I got. And then I tore the contracts up in little pieces. I was going to burn them, but decided maybe not a good idea. I didn't think that. I just did it, and I've had a 3 people comment on the fact that the next couple of days they saw my eyes looked 3 times bigger than before. But I've been noticing little things that would not have been true. I've noticed that a thought comes into my head about one of those 5, and it goes, oh, that's too bad. Shoo, gone. No emotional attachment to it, nothing. And it's making, I'm just kind of living through it. I'm exhausted. I feel like I've been put on a old-timey scrub board to be laundried. You know how they took them to the river and worked on the scrub boards and the rocks? Yeah. That's the way I feel like I've been laundered.
Boards. Yep.
But other than that, you know, it's amazing the difference. Everything seems different. And Ace, I am really getting tired of that. Really not happy about it at all. No. I know you usually win, but I'm going to win tonight.
Hello, Ace.
But
saying hello to me.
It really and truthfully makes a difference. And I would have never thought that at first. And I wanted to do the illegitimacy one because I didn't ever consider it an issue. But both of my nephews' first children were conceived before wedlock. And they sometimes have difficulty, is what I was reading, was that a lot of people in the ministries, when they find young people having a battle within themselves for embracing God or not, that a lot of times what they have found in the past is those people were illegitimate. They may have been married by the time the child was born, but the child was conceived out of wedlock, and that they've come to the conclusion that there is an automatic curse that follows those kids. And one of the side effects of that curse is that they have trouble committing to following a life with God. They don't feel like they can. And not always, but just some. And so I thought, well, I got 2 grandnieces that might have that trouble, so I put them in on it too and cleaned them up.
Yeah.
But with the amount of sexual perversion in the family, I did one on that too.
One sec, Silver. Anna Marie, dispel those evil energies. Have a good night, and I love you.
And that's what we noticed. That's why we did that before we went live, because we've noticed everywhere on all the channels, it seems like this negative energy is just taking over, and we got to stop it. And the only way to do that is with positive and love. So we're sticking to it.
You got it, sister.
I've been surprised at that too. I've been seeing that happening, and I don't understand why now, except
yes, we're
winning
together. Exactly.
We're winning together.
And they don't want us together.
And they're trying to kill us. I mean,
right.
They're trying to stifle us.
They're trying to
kill us too.
No, that too.
They're trying to divide us. They've probably seen well, I don't know how many of y'all were here, but that healing thing we did on Victor, that I know that worked.
Yes, it did. And he said it worked.
We all felt it, and Victor felt it. And
power with money. The more you get together, the more power you got. Power,
exactly.
Positive energy and love is spreading.
Jesus knew what he was doing. Doesn't want to see that happen.
I send positive energy to you every day, Silver Girl.
Thank you. I have decided that I need to learn to walk again. In that I'm never going to be able to afford a wheelchair van. They are more expensive than my house.
There's Victor. Thought he had gone.
And somebody did a prayer for me that I felt inside and felt release from. And that's what got me started on this other route.
Yeah. And that's
And it's amazing because I was not able to walk 4 steps and return when I first started trying to walk again. And after I did this on Thursday, today I walked 6 feet back.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was hanging on to the wall on both sides, but I still walked it.
That's okay.
That's awesome.
Willpower, baby. Willpower.
And
Willpower, positivity, and love.
That's right. Believing.
so I actually feel like God may have actually healed me, and it's just the rest of the body that needs to catch up.
Yep.
Except for the ankle. I think the ankle's still broken, but it when they put it back together, they put it back together to be a solid piece of support, not to move. So I may not be able to bend the ankle, but or use it much for anything but be solid. But if I can do 6 feet today, I really was surprised. But after 21 years, I'm going to try to walk so I can get a regular car instead of a wheelchair vehicle.
Awesome.
Would one of those boots help with your ankle that won't bend if you wore one of those boots?
It probably will at some point. I don't have anything here because I threw all that stuff away. I mean, it's been 21 years, so.
Go to Value Village.
Do what?
We have Value Village in Canada. It's like a secondhand store. I was there the other day and they had 4 sets of them. And with my ankle, I was thinking of buying one, but I didn't. I bought new boots instead. new runners instead. I spent a lot of money on my shoes for work. Like I spent $140.
Yeah.
And I needed to do that.
And
I can't feel guilty about that. I can't feel bad about that.
No, don't.
I was for a bit, but I'm getting over it.
Please get over it, because people that work on concrete kill their legs. Absolutely kill them.
And that's what I work on is concrete under linoleum.
Yep, good 30 years for me to run around. Yep.
Yes, Victor.
Best thing you can do for your feet. Gotta have good shoes.
I did work in one building that was old, and would not have been concrete floors, but only for a couple of years. The rest of the time I was on concrete, but I sat on my butt a lot.
I was a waitress on the cement floors, and it was.
No, I'm a Walmart person.
Convenience stores, whatever, they all had cement floors. Yep.
Yeah. Most everything does now.
Yeah.
It's the fastest way of putting them up, cheapest way of putting them up.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care what they're doing to the people that are going to work there.
Well, with
Silver Girl, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh. This is dangerous.
Do you honestly think that when everything comes out and everything goes the way we want it to,
yes,
Walmart will still be around?
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
I love you.
No, I don't think Walmart will be here. I also don't think Amazon will be.
No.
I got to take this.
Okay, hon.
I just wanted confirmation. That's all. I'm just, yes.
Yeah, if she's got someone that can shop for her, maybe they can look around for
Yep.
one of those boots, because I think that would give her more stability on that ankle.
Yep.
I've got one here that we had borrowed from a friend, and she says she don't need it, and I'm like, well, I don't need it, but we don't want to get rid of it because somebody's going to need it.
Mhm. You never know. You might have to send it to her.
Yeah.
I've
It
had a
might be the
pair of
right foot.
crutches.
Who knows?
I've had a pair of crutches for probably about 25 years in the house, and they've come in handy a couple of times.
Yep. So do we.
I've got a pair in my closet for if needed.
My son lent crutches to a friend who then gave him to another friend who then gave him to another friend, and they got lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
So my son bought my husband a new set of crutches.
I had borrowed the wheelchair when I was finally able to get out of the bed. And then now I have two walkers. I have one that's that stable silver. Those are hard to use. And then I have one that's on wheels. And that's the one I use when I get pooped. I have to use it.
Mm.
But
I'll
I've
be right back.
gotten so much stronger than I was.
Up here, I'm just sitting here eating gummies. So I don't want to sit there and going chomp, chomp, chomp on the mic.
Well, ladies, I'm going to have to go, and I've got to take this call since somebody needs to talk. A friend needs.
Okay, sweetie, we understand.
Somebody needs my ears. So I'm
Spread
going
some
to
love.
go.
God
Thank you
bless
so
you.
much.
You're a good
I'm sorry
person.
about my son being such a pain in the butt, but he's worth it, you know.
Not at all. Dogs are invited too.
Yeah, well, he keeps me from going into diabetic coma, so he's a pretty good dog.
That's for sure.
I understand.
Anyway, thanks for letting me come up, and I'll come back again some other time. But I got to go lend my ears to somebody who's in tears. So,
All righty. Well, you take care, Silver Girl. We love you.
I love you, Dorinda. You are the light. Every time I see you, no matter where you are, you make me smile. It just automatically makes me smile.
Thank
Once
you.
you're there. Talk to you later. Love you.
All right.
Thank
Love you.
No.
Oh, that was nice.
Yes, she's a
Yeah,
sweetheart.
we're all spreading some more love somewhere, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I opened it up tonight.
Yes.
Yep. Because you got tired of waiting for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Should have
kind
given up
of.
the
And
phone.
I didn't mean to be late. It just kind of went through it. All of a sudden I said to my husband, like, what time? He goes, 10 to 10. I'm like, what? Oh, jeez. And I'm in the, it'll be late and I'm not going to hear the end of it again.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even find the link, and it was gone from yesterday. So we were screwed anyway.
Oh, no worries. That's why when I came on, I'm like, okay, bye's on. Click. I don't need to open mine. Bonnie's got one going. That's cool. My girlfriend's like, oh, wait a minute. It is, oh no, it's Sunday. Well,
I'm sorry,
technically now
Victor.
it's
I don't
Monday.
know.
No, I was gonna say, remember we were talking about? Yeah, you get Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It's like, yeah, who cares? we go.
We're all happy that Bonnie came up tonight, Victor.
Yep. That's
Thank
for
you,
sure.
See, I'm dancing over it.
Victor.
Yeah, I don't know where Robert is. I haven't caught up with Pappy and Robert in a little bit, actually. I've caught Pappy, but I haven't. Wait a minute. When's the last time I talked to Robert? It's been a while. Yeah, just that other day with there, and then yeah, it's been a while. God, who else has been going around too? Oh yeah, so Liberty Warrior was on what, number 4 tonight?
No, he was on Liberty Warrior Nation.
Yeah, but he
Oh,
was
the
also
original one.
on. No, he was also on 4.
Oh, was he?
Some of the people in chat said they were on 4.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Facebook and Twitch.
Gotcha. Oh, any of you catch poor Ken's little quick broadcast the other day on Thanksgiving?
No.
No, I
Poor
didn't.
guy. His headphone wires or whatever, I guess, caught around his foot, and he pulled
Yes, I
down
did.
his monitor and smashed it. That's just a brand new one. I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad for you. Because I wrote a note going, my clutchiness rubbed off on you. I'm sorry.
I think I saw that. And I
feel
asked
so bad.
him because he said he was still paying for it. And I said, then maybe it's still under warranty. So I don't know if he checked on that or not. Or,
Yeah, I don't know if they would. It's hard to say.
or
Because it
insured,
depends on how you tell them how you broke it.
right?
It blew up. No, I kicked it.
An accident is an accident.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
That's
cord
hard.
got caught in my foot and I knocked the son of a bitch on the floor.
Yeah.
Replace it.
Yeah. Like everything would just, and then that, I'm like, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the man upstairs throwing the monkey wrench in again and slowing him down for whatever reason, or yeah.
All right. That
Everything happens for a reason. I have to say that again. I always say that.
Everything happens for a reason, and
Yep.
there are no coincidences.
That's right.
true.
Got that right.
Shit happens. Big deal.
Mhm.
Get over it.
Yep. Keep on.
Sorry,
trucking.
that's my attitude. I apologize.
No, you either the channels I come to, Spawning GG's and Heather's, and that's it. Gotcha, Victor.
It's great to see you, Victor. Sorry. We're supposed to call you Vic. Because that's what Heather calls him, is Vic.
Well,
Oh,
we
are we?
appreciate it, Victor. He's always faithful.
Sorry, I'm just being a dickhead, Victor.
Well, I did call him both the other night. He didn't say anything because, yeah, some people like it, some people don't, right?
No, he doesn't. He doesn't give Heather a hard time about calling him Vic. Actually, he said it was okay for Heather to call him Vic. I'm just being a dick, Victor. I'm sorry. It's getting late. And if you'd heard the yelling I did at the evil, you would have freaking laughed, Victor.
Oh, she was threatening that evil like he was going to be swinging by the tail.
Yep. I catch you, I kill you. That's it. That's all.
I kill you.
I kill you.
Oh, well, that you just made me think of that thing with Rob
Jeff.
Allen.
Who?
With Rob Allen when he was on BB's channel. He was talking about in the hen house or whatever. The birds on the bottom.
Oh,
no,
I
the
was
birds
thinking
on the
of.
top.
I was thinking I was doing that guy off the skeleton guy off of Jeff Dunham.
Oh yeah. Oh lordy, I watch
Sorry.
him all the time.
That's what I was thinking. I didn't sound like him. Oh well.
Ahmed. That's it, Ahmed.
Ahmed.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Ahmed.
Get that hairball going. Oh, he did a good one too for Thanksgiving. That was funny. I don't know if you guys saw that skit.
No, I didn't.
Nope.
Oh God, they're all talking about something being scary and whatever else, and there was a voice or whatever, and then in the end, you find Jeff in a closet typing it all out and whatever else, and oh, it was funny, just the way they all did it. I'm getting a kind of a kick out of his newer puppet. Forgot his name. Yeah, it's like a younger kid, and he's attached to his phone. And he's constantly texting on his phone, and when he does it, he's like he's super texting fast, kind of thing, right? Just like, like our younger generations. Like, I kind of like the puppet, but it's like this is kind of weird. Like I like all them. Geez, mind those two. I remember we called Gigi mind those 2 times. Oh, I missed that. What?
I
Mind those 2 times. Victor, not following you.
Mm-mm.
I don't know. When we had to stop you and say, back to earth, Gigi. I don't know.
But I like flying. Mind those 2 times. Oh, Victor, you got to explain that. Now I'm sitting there going, what? Huh? I remember we called Gigi mind those 2 times. Yeah, sure. Laugh at me. Ah, ha, ha. But that's what life's for, right? And that's one of the reasons I figure I'm here for is to make people laugh.
Laughter is good medicine.
That's right. Well, and when you think about it too, what is it about most comedians that they have in common?
They like to laugh.
Well, they like to
And
laugh
drink beer.
because they have their own insecurities and issues, and that's the way to unleash it, is to make people laugh, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. When you guys said where I was and I showed up. Yep.
Yep.
Somehow my little ESP is working. It works pretty good sometimes when it wants to. I'm working on it. And I think if everybody would do meditating and that kind of mindset every day. See, for me, I find it weird that there's people out there that don't dream at all. It's like, really? I don't know what that's like. I have no idea what it's like not to dream. Like,
I don't.
Basically every night for me. Like, I don't know.
The dream I had the other night was really freaky. I was sitting in the front porch playing on the computer as usual. Okay. And in my dream, this cop car come barreling up the street, lights, sirens, everything. And what the hell is that called? Hang on.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that.
Oh yeah, you know when they grab the brake and spin.
Oh yeah, your stick shift brake thing, yeah.
The slide.
I can't remember what it's called, but he did that right into my driveway. And the cop came out, and I'm like, "And your problem is, what the hell is your problem?" And he's like, "Well, we're looking for so and so." I says, "Well, so and so ain't here. Come and look." And he's like, "Are you serious?" I said, "That person is not here." And I knew the person who they were looking for because I was his lunch lady, okay? But he's not at my house. He went to school with my daughter, but he's not at my house. Okay? But bang, they come, they look, they check the backyard, they check the garage, they check everything. I'm like, "Did I tell you he's not here?" And he goes, "Well, a lot of people would say that." I looked at them and I says, "Do you think I'm a liar?" And the cop looked at me and he goes, "No." I said, "Excuse me? Say that a little louder." He goes, "No, I don't think you're a liar." I said, "Okay, that's nice to hear." And I said, "Oh, by the way," I said, I looked at them both and I kind of went, I looked at both of them and I stared at both of them. And I said, "Oh, by the way," I looked at the one and I says, "You best check where your wife is tonight." And he was like, "Pardon?" I said, "I have no idea where the fuck that came from." I had no idea, right?
Oh my goodness.
I had no idea. It just come blurting out of my face, right? And I said, I have no idea where this person is, but maybe check Pine Street." And the guy looked at me and he went, "Pine Street? Why are you saying Pine Street?" I don't know. Okay. That afternoon, that person that they were looking for in my dream was arrested on Pine Street.
Oh my
Way to go, girl. See, you have shit happen that happens like me. It's like,
And it was a
how do I
dream.
explain
It, it
Yep.
didn't happen, but it was a dream.
You connected to something that happened in your subconscious. And that's just it. We are all able to do that.
And it was
Every
like
one of
really
us.
freaky because I like my daughter goes, "Oh, so and so was arrested," and I kind of laughed and I went, "Oh yeah." She goes,
Yep.
"Yeah, on Pine Street," and I went, "What?"
Yeah.
Okay, now this person that got arrested, are you very familiar with this person?
I was his lunch lady. He was a friend with my daughter.
So that's why you got the information before it came, because of your connection to them. Because that happens to me too, where I'll get something
When his father died, I went to the funeral. I expected to see both boys there, but both boys could not arrive till the next day because they were both being escorted by marshals
Ooh,
because they were both in jail.
ooh.
And they've been in jail since they were like 14.
Wow.
I'm just
And
glad.
they're in the one I'm talking about is in like his 30s now.
Holy jumping.
He spent more time in jail than he has out,
Yeah.
which is sad.
They were nightmares. I always dreamed
But
of
you know what?
me dying.
It's all because of his upbringing. His parents weren't parents.
See, this is the pickle I have with that line in the Bible about respecting and honoring your parents. How can you do that if you have horrible parents? I mean, there's some pretty nasty parents out there. We all know that.
My dad wasn't perfect. My dad was nasty.
That's what I'm saying.
I took care of my dad. I mean, I didn't take care of my dad. That's not what I meant. My dad pulled a stunt on me, and you know that thing where you see red?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I saw red, and the next thing I knew, he was on the floor, the gun was broken, the chair was broken that I was tied to, and I'm like, I'm fucking out of here. I called my grandparents, said, come get my sister. I packed a bag and I fucked off out the door, and I never went back. I was
How old were you?
14.
Yeah, actually, yeah, my parents were divorced, and not that I can compare to that. But yeah, all in one summer, all in 1 year. It's like my whole world just fell apart. My parents split up. Dad moved out. My sister moved out. My best friend moved away. I was starting a new high school. Just got my period for the first time too.
Yeah, well,
and I had an old-fashioned mother.
I had moved out and moved in with a friend of my mother's to do babysitting. All right, I was babysitting her kids while she worked with my mom. And my mom's like, Jesus Christ, I haven't seen my daughter in a month. What the fuck? Where is she? My mom hadn't seen me in a month.
Wow.
And didn't realize that I had moved out a month earlier.
Oh. She just thought, where did she think
thought I
you
was
were?
with friends, or she thought I was, out traveling with friends, or out partying, or out doing my own thing.
So your dad knew, but your mom didn't.
And my dad never said a fucking word.
Wow.
My dad never said a fucking word, because my mom would have killed him. Point blank, she would have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned X-Men. More like the Hulk.
It's like those days, like you said, when you see red, it's like you hear the stories of the mother that was in a car accident and her child was pinned under the car or something. She has to lift the car up to save the child. Like all of a sudden, that adrenaline rush, you don't know where it came from, but something's meant to happen, Or
well,
didn't happen.
What had happened that night was I know he they were celebrating his 1 year sobriety from AA, and him and his buddies from his AA group were drinking rye at the house.
Oh no.
Well, that's the wrong way to celebrate.
Which I got a little pissed off at and kicked all his friends out, which he got pissed off at. And he tied me to a chair and pointed a gun at my head. A loaded gun to my head.
Yep.
A loaded gun with a loaded brain.
And I saw red. And I found the chair broken, the gun broken, and him unconscious on the floor.
Wow.
Do I know what happened? No. Do I care? No.
You got out of there.
I got thrown out when I was 16. Lived on the street.
Wow. That's young.
Well, my mother wanted to move to Germany, and so she had to get rid of me.
Wow, 16. But I don't know. How can I don't know. I just don't. I know some other people that have gone through stuff like this. Like, I couldn't do that to my kid.
No, I never could either. That would not even cross my mind. That's what I said. It takes so much forgiveness and to honor thy parents. I think that's what it is. It
shouldn't be honor. It should be forgive.
Forgive or love, or no matter what. You
accept. Yeah.
You love them. You can definitely not like them or agree with all the messed up mess they put you through, but
see, then when I get into that kind of a conversation, because that gets me into thinking about my mother, and I have to think, going, what kind of past life karma or situation or whatever that I'm back into this life that I need to correct or forgive or whatever, because I am at a loss for everything I've gone through mentally. I know. It's
like in a way that's made you the person you are today.
And that's just and that's always the dilemma. Those that learn from it, we sit back and go, well, this is a crappy life, but it made me what I am. It made me the stronger person. It made me realize a lot. But then there's other people that would go through those things and wouldn't come out of it the same way. They would turn around and be a nasty person or continue those same stupid things, or
I know it definitely made me a better parent because I didn't want my kids to ever feel that.
For sure. And when we think being parents, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, both parents were somewhat at home and whatever. Mother was at home and one was working, whatever, and now we got two of us working, and it's all changed to a lot of single parenthoods or split marriages, split kids, and whatnot. But when you think of the raising the kids and the whole system the way it was, say, 100 years ago, that was another whole different battle on its own then, too.
Yes.
So it's like we keep changing the dynamics of family systems and what now. And I feel like we're kind of going into the ways of building families that are like-minded people instead of having blood families where happy is get along and happy is don't, and is so stressful and da-da-da-da. It's like now we're building these other families where we have the like-minded thoughts and feelings and want to build more from that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And
Victor, I was always too.
Yep.
Sorry, Bonnie.
That's what I said. He's in the right place.
Yep. Okay, I messaged Pappy And he says that he's having a little bit of low energy the last 2 days, as he's tackling the energy change. Hope to be back up. Hope to be able to kill tomorrow.
Yep.
I send everyone my love and support.
Good stuff.
And
Yeah,
that's
I hear you.
Simone.
Tell him
Yeah,
we love him.
Victor, I I was considered the well, I come from just a family of four. So it's just me and my sister and my parents. And my sister was it's the older sister sibling jealousy of the younger one because she got away with more and is the favorite or that kind of crap.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
It's true. My
But
brother's a
now-
golden child.
But at the same time, now years later, and all the things I've tried to always be the referee, the person always trying to solve everybody in the family, trying to get everybody to, get along, whatever.
Yep.
And the weirdest thing I decided to do a few years ago is I purposely made myself the black sheep of the family. So I took myself out of the whole thing, thinking that, well, now that my sister is going to be more connected, maybe she'll see what I've gone through being the so-called favorite for a while, and how you get treated, and what you're being told, how many lies you're being told, and thinking certain things are going to happen, kind of things. Some of them have, but it's like, yeah, I purposely did that because I kind of went, I don't want to be the favorite. I don't want to be like, my sister has really no idea who I am in a real sense of personality because my mother has manipulated so much stuff. It's ridiculous. Like, I'm seriously, I'm the big liar and whatever else. Like, if you knew me at all, you would know that is so far from the truth. I am a truth spreader. I'm sure everybody makes maybe tiny little white lies to somebody save somebody's feelings or whatever, but the things that have gone on is like, how do you truly think that you like so for me it's been the battle of going, why haven't you waken up? Why haven't you seen the light that I've already told you so many things and you still haven't picked up the phone going, wow, like what happened? You don't know. She tried to commit suicide. And I finally got the truth out of that only 5 years ago that, yes, she finally admitted the truth that she did. It's like, you know what? You're not the only one in the family that didn't want to be alive. There was a day that I didn't want to be alive.
Yep.
Is she aware of that? Not at all. It's all about her, pity me, pity this, pity that, and you're this, and you're just like, you know what? I can't do this anymore. Between a mother that's manipulated and a sister that can't even talk to me once. My father passed away in 2006. Since then, there's been so many times going, we need to spend a day together and talk. We need to spend it. I've been blue in the face. And it's like, and her whole outlook of things is so different. And that's where we all have to realize that we all have an individual perception of life, perception of reality, of things that we take in, in every way, shape, or form. I know she doesn't think the same way as me, and she doesn't want to go looking for it, but I can't live my life really worrying about that. Either go in that whole mess again and try to do something about it, or stay backed away. What the end result is, you got to do what makes you happy. You got to do what's healthy for you.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's what I did with my sister. My sister wants to have nothing to do with me. So you know what? That's her choice.
Yeah.
Mine too.
Do I like it? No. Do I worry about her? A bit.
Back of the mind kind of thing. Yep.
That's exactly what
Am I going to push it and try to get with her again? No fucking way. I don't have the energy for that. I don't need her negativity. I don't need her bullshit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
A lot
Victor,
of jealousy of me from my sister, and I never could understand what she had to be jealous of, because I was raised with my mother and she was raised with our father. and she had everything. Like, she was in the rich neighborhood and the rich school and had everything. And but even family members tell me, she's always been jealous of you. And I said, but I don't understand why.
Yeah, I can relate to that, Bonnie.
She didn't go through anything I went through.
Mm-hmm.
I
Is she
understand.
aware of it all? There's a question. Is she aware of what you went through?
Probably not.
Because
I don't know. I know she doesn't like my mother.
Because I mean, I don't know about you, but my dysfunctional family, horrible on communication.
Yeah.
Absolutely horrible. It's like everybody's in the family and all they think about is themselves in each and every way, separate way.
Yes.
My father couldn't hug me and couldn't tell me he loved me. That was just, nope, that's a manly thing to do.
Excuse me.
Near the end when we was older, you got a little more hugs and comforts and whatever. But as a kid, nope, crack that whip.
Oh
Keep
my
holding
goodness.
on to those dreams, Victor. They're telling
you
you
dream with your.
I think
Sorry.
you told us about that before. That's horrible.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she must be having another hot flash or a cold flash. Who knows at this point?
Right. And that's the one thing I hope that we can so change. And that's where I think it would help if there's communities of people helping each other with their children and
Well, they
changing,
say it takes a village to raise a child.
right, and changing that whole
Sorry.
feeling like you got to do it all on your own, and I don't know. I mean, the whole system needs to change. The way the men think about themselves and what their place is, the way the women think about themselves and what their place is,
Mm-hmm.
and then it goes down through the generations. Because, man, we've had a messed up few generations.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I listen to the stories people tell, and it's like, I don't know too many people that's had a perfect life.
That's right. Well, that's why I say God created all this to learn from all this, and created all of us so that he would learn through us. He learns through our faults. He learns through our tribulations, the good and the bad. That's why I truly believe there's not the judgment that people think, because God created us to have free will to go and live a life and learn and make mistakes and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, all this, especially, and I suppose this is what's irking me so much in the last, I don't know how long, with all this judgment that's going on. To me, the only person really that has a right to judge would be God Almighty. And
Yep.
even he is not going to judge us as harshly as people seem to think.
And as we judge ourselves.
Yes.
I mean, I judge myself constantly. Some of the podcasts that I've left up, I sit there and some of them I want to search back and go, oh, I don't know if I want to leave that up anymore. I don't know if I should have said this. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. But at the same time, I'm thinking, well, if anybody actually picks up some of these podcasts and actually kind of follows them, they're going to realize how much I've screwed up. And I'm always willing to admit that I screw up, that I've made mistakes, and I've woken up too. And if there's people that have gone down other rabbit holes and whatever, like for me now, I'm kind of going, I want to wake up all the people that have been where I just came from, because it's horrible. It's a horrible giant ass lie. I put myself in such a mood and such a place that I never ever thought I would go. And then to look back and look at the websites and look at the pages where I've got information and go, who wrote this? Where did this come? Where are people? Do you know, it was only just, Frank, who was it? I don't know if you guys caught wind of this one. There was a rumor going around about Barron getting kidnapped. Barron Trump. People, that was from 2018. There was no other information out there except for somebody making a threat. That's all it was. It was a threat about something about kidnapping him and some stupid joke and whatever else. There was but all it takes is one person to say, I seen somewhere else. Oh, I know this is real and blah, blah, blah. And then how many people listen to that, and keeps on going. That mouse was just went into an elephant within a week or two. And right away I started looking up going, okay, people in the chat room, this is bullshit. This is that. Stop it here. Stop it now. Like, this is 3 years old. Is anybody looking at this right away as soon as they hear something? We're so into that mindset of conspiracy stuff that as soon as we see something now, we believe it right away. That's how bad I got. I'm like, oh wow, look at this picture. That's him. That's not him. Oh, here's another, false flag or another funny, stupid thing or whatever. And it's like, oh, I fell for it again.
Remember that game?
There's a lot of stuff out there, of course, that's crazy shit and whatever that's bad and it's true and whatever else. But there's a lot of stuff of lies out there that's horrible. Sorry, buddy.
There used to be this game where you could line up however many people, and the first one say something to the next one.
Yep.
And go down the line.
Yep.
And at the end of the line, it is completely different than how it started.
That's right.
And so that's kind of what you have to think.
Exactly.
That's where discernment comes in.
Whether it's 5 people or 10 people.
Yes. That's where we have to just really just keep up the positive energy.
That is correct.
Keep up the positive energy. Don't let other people drag you down. Don't let their words cut you, because that's what they're trying to do. Just keep on going.
Yep. We just have to be positive and spread the love and take no bullshit.
Yep. Victor, yep. I very agree with you with that too. Those of us that are to that certain peak, that are that spiritual, to bring up the extra positive energy at this time, because we want to see what's going on and the change in the world, because this is supposed to be the change into a spiritual lifetime. So I don't believe the world's going to blow up or any of this other crazy stuff. We're all going to start realizing we're all the same. Doesn't matter skin color, doesn't matter language you speak or anything. We all need to start getting rid of all the negative, the racism, the everything. Start making the governments accountable for the stuff that they're doing. It's ridiculous. They tax us to crap and spend money on garbage.
Yes.
Yes, Nancy girl.
I agree. The government needs to be fixed, no doubt, or abolished or something.
It needs to be smaller.
Yeah,
So that we have
Definitely.
more control.
Yes.
I mean, your government is way bigger than our government, but our government is fucked too.
They just need to remember they're working for the people, not against the people.
They don't got that yet.
And if they don't do what they're supposed to be, see, this is kind of what's kind of throwing me in the States. When we had a prime minister that wasn't doing what they're doing, he got thrown out, man.
Yeah.
Mind you,
Yeah, but not lately.
it's because too many people want them still in there. All the immigrants.
How did he get thrown out? Because I mean, if I can go to DC and hand him a pink notice, I'll be glad to do that. I can do it to the whole darn bunch if it'll work.
Yeah, I don't know how. It was John. I think it was John Turner, wasn't it, Dorinda?
I don't remember.
Taken back out. No, Joe Clark.
That lady.
No, Joe Clark. Was it Joe Clark that was only in for a few months? It was either Joe Clark or it was
I don't remember.
I just said.
See, and that's what I kept trying to tell people. When I looked up, how do you fire a government? And it said in there, every federal employee has a 1-year probation period.
Oh.
If there is just cause within that year, just like when you start a job, you have a probation period, you mess up so many times, you're gone. So I kept telling everybody, okay, we only have a year here. We need to do something. We need to do something. And it just didn't happen.
Yeah, Victor, that's very choice.
I'm not choosing to live a miserable life at all.
No.
Happiness or miserable. Yep, for sure. And a lot of people, I mean, if you met my sister, we have we're a lot alike in some ways, like when we laugh and this and outgoing to a certain point. But when she's in a bad mood, whatever, she sinks low and everything's everybody else's fault. Oh, you know, it's this culture that came in, it's taking all the jobs. No, they come here with a bunch of families and they all get a bunch of jobs and they buy one house and build from there. They're smart. We're spoiled. But it's the things that she'll pick on that I go, that has nothing to do with you. That has nothing to do with what's going on in your life and the choices you've made. Like, no. But yeah, we're all made differently. We've all come down here with a different what do you want to call it? It's like going to school. I have my certain agenda that I want to go down and I want to learn from this life this time. Go back up, figure some more stuff out, whatever. Do I want to go down again? I don't know. I might not.
I'm stepping down, people. You guys have a great night. I love you all.
You working tomorrow, girl?
All right.
Love you, girl. Have a good one.
In chat too. Good night.
Bye. I miss going to work.
I kind of do too, yeah.
I do and I don't. It's nice to be at home to kind of just do whatever I want. It's kind of weird because I've never done that in my entire life. Gina's always been the go, 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 go all the time. So that's why it's like, God's having me sit down and reflect. Interesting.
My last job was in a library and I really enjoyed that. It's so quiet and calm. Didn't have to wait on people. I could sit at the desk and just scan the books and check in books and go put them on the shelves. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I could see. Yeah, I'd be like, oh, this one looks interesting. Oh, this one looks
Yes, and I would do that too. I had a stack that would go home with me. And we also had movies. any of the new DVDs that were coming out, we would get those and we could check them out. So
That's all right.
yeah, I miss those days. And now that I'm not there, I don't even think about going up there to get the DVDs instead of going to the Red Box and giving who knows who money. When you can just go to the library and check it out for free.
I mean, I don't watch TV much. I really only see TV because sports is on all the time.
I love movies, and I just have not sat down and watched a movie. Well, here lately with my granddaughter. Last night we watched Leap. I love that little movie, but
which one?
Leap, Leap, Leap.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one. That's odd.
It's really good, and it's got a good storyline to it.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I've been watching those kind of movies with her.
Nothing wrong with that.
The little aliens, Home.
Yep. Oh, what's the one I like too? It's a one-word movie. It was the little robot that was on a planet. Where they thought Earth was dead, whatever. It was a little robot running around. WALL-E. That's it, WALL-E. Let's think of it from that. There's some really good. I must say, I am impressed. There are some good cartoons, so to speak, anime, whatever movies that have been made that have some good stories to them and good backgrounds.
Yeah.
The cats and dogs one, oh my goodness, where they got the cats and the dogs talking, that was hilarious. Those were good. I still miss all the old movies though, like Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers stuff.
I know. James Stewart. I used to love him.
Oh yeah, and all those, like, kids just don't understand what the movies today, to what old movies for how they were done, and the whole. It's just not.
Well, same. I have them, but they're all on VHS, and we can't watch them. I need a VHS player.
You better check them. They might have deteriorated.
Probably. I know.
I gotta do that myself.
One of them that I had to buy was The Bishop's Wife. Have you ever seen that?
On TV? It's series?
No, it's a movie, and it's got Rock Hudson. I can't remember what the older guy's name is. He always played an evil man, but he wasn't in this movie. He was the bishop. And Rock Hudson was an angel. And he came and...
Oh, that does sound familiar.
He was spending a lot of time with the wife and daughter, and because the bishop was so worried about building this gigantic cathedral, and so he was going... The angel was going ice skating with them and all this other stuff, and I think at the end of it, a bell rings on the tree. Seems like, when an angel gets to heaven, a bell rings.
Right, right. Oh, those old black and white movies, man.
Yep.
I would love to see them turn off the TV of everything that's on it and just go right back to, say, 1939 and let everything all kind of like come out the way it did for like a decade. You can't have none of your new shit. You guys all gotta look at all the oldie stuff again.
Well, there's channels that have nothing but old movies on them.
True, but kids don't watch them. Unless they got parents that make them watch it.
Oh yeah, that's when you say, "Okay, it's my turn," and then you sit down and you turn it on, and they end up watching it.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Hey, that was pretty good." Yeah.
I don't know if I ever mentioned how. I probably have. Sound of Music. I did not know there was more to the movie after they got married until I was in my 20s.
Oh, we watched that a million times.
My mother sent me to bed when they got married. So one day, I've got kids around, a couple of kids running around. It's on again. Oh, let's watch this. And, it's the end of the movie. Oh, cool. They got married. I'm thinking, well, this says the movie's still supposed to be on till such and such time, movie, commercial.
Yeah.
What part's this? What's this? Where are they running to? What's going on? They got married. This is the end of the movie. What the Find my mother up the next day. I'm like, what did you do? What are you talking about? Like, you had me knowing, thinking this movie. Well, you were young and I didn't want to interfere with it. I don't want you to see the bad part. Are you kidding me? Like, even one of the last times I was at home watching it, I was probably like, say, 16 or something. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And then same like Scrabble. I'm playing Scrabble with somebody one day, enjoying my. That's not the rule.
We were playing Scrabble Thanksgiving night.
Oh, you're so lucky. I can't pay my husband to do word games, stuff like that. He's just so not into it. But my mom and I always, because before my parents divorced, it was like my mom and I, constantly spending time in her bedroom kind of thing, because he slept downstairs, she was upstairs, and had a lock on her door and all kinds of crazy shit. So we played cards or, movies together kind of thing. But now I forgot where I was going with that just now. Hate when that happens.
Scrabble.
Talking about movies and
I know.
Squirrel. I do that every time now. Squirrel.
It is not a sign of age. I don't care what anybody says.
You know what? My mom used to say that too. You ever gonna fill the holes in your strainer brain? You know what? I'm about to be 56. Nope. It still didn't happen, Mom. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm so forgetful because Gina's multitasked like crazy over the years, having to take care of your own 2 kids and going to work and all that. And the ex does nothing. So, yeah, Victor, damn drugs. It wasn't the drugs, it's the alcohol.
When you walk into a room and can't remember why you're there.
You just turn around, go back out, and it works for me. Yeah. If I stand there for a minute, I can't remember, I immediately backtrack, go back to where I was, and stand there for a minute, go, oh yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, multitask. Geez, working retail and multitasking between people's orders and where things were, and people had no idea, working restaurant and retail business, whatever, how tricky and how difficult that can be. Yeah, it's just, especially people that complain and whatever, right?
Oh, I know. And don't tip worth beans.
Yep. Oh boy, yeah. And that was the one thing I noticed working in the one restaurant that I worked in. Summertime, there's a lot of people that traveled, from Niagara Falls and Toronto through to Quebec, Montreal kind of thing, right?
Uh-huh.
So the French people that are going through and back and forth, whatever. Unfortunately, I have to say that 80% of the time my run-ins with them were not very nice. They were nice people, it seemed, but they had no clue with tipping. And then you get the one table that tipped you so well. It's like, well, you're definitely not the typical French people kind of thing, right? But yeah, I find that the hardest to serve. They run you ragged, and they leave you nothing. It's like, wow. And then when we travel through, I guess depends where you stay. We stayed at this, small kind of motel on the way there. It was nice, and they were nice people, whatever else. And on the way back, we picked more popular hotel or motel, whatever you might say. Talk about ignorant. We're trying to order breakfast in their restaurant, and not speaking French, and the attitude you got. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, Wow, you really, it's true what they say that they've got a bit of an air about themselves that they think you're in Quebec, you should be speaking French and we're better than you attitudes. Like, no, I don't know. I know it's one of those things that's kind of generalized, they're not all like that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. The tipping thing I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it's like in the States, but I've heard the States is you guys are paid less than Canadians are.
Yeah.
And we consider ourselves a bad rate of pay for what we get. And then when I'm told by America, I say, well, they only get blah blah. But what about tips? It's like they get only that. What? I couldn't live like that.
Good night, Victor. God bless you too.
Thanks for hanging and listening to us, yappy ladies.
Yep.
That means me. No, I can't say that. Tonight, I think I've been pretty good. I think. I'm not sure. I try. So what do you do for tomorrow, Bonnie?
I'm sorry.
What are you up to tomorrow?
We have to figure out how to get my mom's truck. And then
Oh, right. Well, you got to wait for them to give you the phone call, too, because I don't know about what's like down there, but sometimes you got to wait all day.
yes.
Like closing down, and they go, oh, yeah, you can pick it up. Seriously, now you want me? Okay, we'll just wait till the next day.
Yeah. And that's the guy at the place. He kind of upset me because so now everybody's angry at my daughter, and it totally was not her fault. My mom went into the hospital and she had an appointment for the truck to be at the shop. And at the shop is where they put the grill guard and the cover for the back end of the pickup and do the running boards, stuff like that. So, so we made sure we got it there because she was at the hospital. Well, the guy calls, I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, and he said that he called Laura and he said that one of the running boards, there was a malfunction in because it's where they automatically come out when you open the doors, I guess. Okay. And so he had to wait for another part, and so it wouldn't be ready till Monday afternoon. But if we needed it before then, call him and he would get it out for us and let us pick it up. Well, so when Mom got out of the hospital Wednesday, so Laura called the guy Wednesday and he wouldn't answer and never would call her back. Thursday, nothing. She kept trying to call Thursday because he even said, even if it's Thanksgiving Day, it's okay. Well,
apparently not.
Yeah. And so, and then she tried again Friday. So then my mom's all, yeah, I don't have my truck. And I'm like,
here comes the guilt trip.
Yes, here we go.
Yeah.
And that's what I told her today. I was like, Mom, we didn't know when you would get out, number one. Number two, because you wanted these things done, I would have assumed that you wanted it in there until it was fixed.
Yeah.
But I also understand you feeling stranded with no vehicle. And so that's when I took my car, she was like, don't leave it here because we'll get the truck tomorrow afternoon. And I said, no, y'all have been cooped up in the house you need to get out. Keep
Yeah.
my car. I'll get it whenever, because I mean, both the girls have a car, so there's no reason to. We don't need all three of them here.
Yeah. So she just drove you back home, kind of thing, dropped you off.
No, I had a friend follow me out there and
Oh, okay.
pick me up.
Cool.
And my friend, we went to high school together, so she knows the family, but she had never been to my mom's where she lives now, and I didn't realize that. She's only been there for 30 years.
Yeah.
But
That's pretty cool.
I was glad that she came out there to see it, because since that's where I'll be, and I want her to come visit me out there too.
Right. Right. For sure. Yeah. Good stuff.
She was all, no wonder you want to move out here. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Charlie.
Look at that view.
I don't know if there's anybody else but us. I'm like, it says 3. Who's the third?
See, and I was wondering, does that count us also, or?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because
I had seen it. One night there was like 5 of us on panel, and I had seen it say 1, and I was like, "Well, that is
Really?
weird. I think that's just chat. I don't know."
Because that means there'd be 3 in chat right now.
Some
Okay, so if
people
there's
like to
anybody
listen
listening, anybody still there?
and not comment.
I don't know if NC Girl is still here. 'Cause Victor said goodnight. And it's basically been Victor.
Yeah, this probably just does. Okay, I'm gonna end this.
Yeah. Then you're free.
Good night, anybody lurking? Oops.
Oh. I know I've done that so many times. Go click. Oh, wrong one. I know how many times I want to click something over, and then just as I click on it, another post comes up, and it moves it to the next one. It's like,